It's okay. I wasn't live yet, so we missed the awesome sneezes.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody to another exciting episode of Kindred Lists right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful dungeon master for the evening. We're on episode 18 tonight as the party continues to delve into their D&D adventure. We do want to throw out a couple quick shout outs to Twitch and Streamlabs for allowing us to be affiliated with them. We also want to thank Little Dragon Corps and Cardboard Castle Games for all their support. If you type in ! Little Dragon in the chat, you will get a quick link to their website. Don't forget, while you're shopping, use that coupon code PROBONUS so you can get 10% off of your order. If you use the code ! CCG in our chat, you will get a quick link to Cardboard Castle Games website where you can buy some really awesome stuff there too. So make sure you visit them before the end of the stream tonight and tell them we sent you. Last week, we issued a challenge to our viewers, our followers,
I'm so excited.
a subscription challenge where MG's agent reached out to me via fax and booked this challenge out. Yeah, is that agent still employed, MG?
No, he is. He sleeps with the fishes. Yeah.
Great. So that would. Someone should notify his family. Anyway. Anyway.
Investigation is still ongoing. Let's not discuss that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Lay low till that whole thing blows over.
Yeah, you better. Brick killed a guy.
Yeah. About that.
So the challenge was that if we got 5 subscribers, that MG would sing and dance the hokey pokey with a mouthful of marshmallows. So MG, I believe you have marshmallows ready to take it away as you perform the hokey pokey live for us and our viewers. So those of you that are tuning in, you are in for a treat. You should be very, very happy that you decided that episode 18 of Kindred Lists was going to be your first time stopping in tonight. If it's your first time, welcome to the shenanigans.
Oh my god. Can I just say I was having a shitty day and this makes my day like 100% times better.
All right.
Yeah.
It's MG.
I forgot about this. This is awesome.
MG making days better for everyone.
Yes.
Well, we'll see about that when I freaking die.
I've got
all right.
I've got my cell phone and I've got 911 on speed dial just in case.
Thank you.
Don't worry, we have a cleric. She can revive you. She has.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right.
Yeah.
So I guess this will be hokey pokey in B minor.
In B minor, yeah. Do you got a thing to go?
Yeah.
Get you.
Me. Right?
Take it away, MG. Take it away.
And by the way, any musical accompaniment, any whatever is welcome, so you won't distract me.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
You put your left hand in, you put your left hand out, you put your left hand in, and you sing about. You hope and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put the right hand in, you put the right hand out, you put the right hand in, and you sing about. That's what it's all about.
Oh, here we Yay, MG.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, please. Yeah, eat them, please.
Yeah. Can't waste food, you know?
No.
Oh, gee.
Oh, fuck.
That was awesome.
That was enjoyable. I wanted to do 4, but I did some safety tests and I couldn't get 4 in there,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
fair.
yeah,
You
you
gotta
gotta-
be safe
Next
on
time.
this channel.
you
Don't
gotta
do
be
Next
this at
time
home,
it'll be
kids.
4. Next time.
You gotta be
Yeah,
safe.
yeah.
That was amazing.
Oh my God.
So
That was
Keep working
amazing.
it up.
because of
good.
what you just did, MG, I know that Lachlan and Ashlyn both have a free nat 20 for this week. On
Yeah.
top of that, everyone gets 2 points of DM's inspiration.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh!
Mm.
Truly a merciful DM.
Thank you,
Thank
Lachlan.
you.
Thank you, MG.
Thank you to the kindest and most merciful Dungeon Master, and thank you to MG for taking one for the team so that we could all have that.
Yep.
Speaking of,
Thank you for
MVP
causing
right
me
here.
stomach pain.
speaking of the team, if,
Oh no!
oh no, you did,
Sorry, kids, don't use that word.
you danced so well. You almost took down the whole green screen. Look at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Speaking
well done.
speaking of
You were
team,
looking
Behind
behind
the
a
curtain.
curtain you were not meant to see behind.
the t-
See my dirty laundry on my couch.
I would like someone, if anybody is available with their keyboard, to type in ! The right stuff. As I issue our newest challenge during the stream tonight only.
That's the wrong stuff, Michael.
If we receive 5 subscribers tonight, we will do a group dance compilation video of New Kids on the Block's The Right Stuff. So those of you that are watching or tuning in, don't forget to keep posting that in the chat periodically so our new viewers can see it. We would love to have you subscribe to our channel so we can continue to make fools out of ourselves. Yeah. So
Or just skip this week. It's fine.
yeah. Yeah. That's
Exactly.
that's it.
They're so good.
Chris,
Do it next week.
Christy's like, I hope everybody subscribed last week.
Last week.
Awesome.
No.
So
Looking
last
like a marshmallow.
time we were together, you guys.
Wait, can I do one announcement before we start?
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Everyone, BTS just dropped their new single Dynamite. Go stream it right now. BTS
What?
beat!
Perhaps
What a
not right
K-pop
now.
stan
Perhaps
thing to do.
after the episode.
After the episode, go
episode.
stream Dynamite for BTS. Go check them out. Support our
What
boys.
was it called? Dynamite.
Army
Yes,
forever.
member is each of our characters.
It's called Dynamite.
Dynamite.
Dynamite. I'm gonna write
Mhm.
that down so don't forget. Dynamite by BTS. You got it.
BTS. Thank
I'll
you.
make sure to do that once we are complete. With
Oh,
our
can I make a
episode
quick
tonight.
announcement too, Michael?
Sure. Go ahead.
Not as fun. Not this week, but next week is your last chance to catch us all as our Curse of Strahd members on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Inc. is running a one-shot of us all 10 years later.
Aw.
And it is a kind of recap episode. We don't really know what he's throwing at us. We kind of do, we kind of don't. So there's going to be some shenanigans, but that'll be our last time reprising our Strahd role. So
I love
love
Ink
it. I love
DMing,
episodes like that.
so
That is
yeah,
awesome.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
exciting.
Yeah, that's really
Yes.
cool. So make sure you guys tune into that. That is not this Sunday, but next Sunday,
August 30th.
August 30th. So yeah, be on the lookout for that, and make sure you tune in and support those guys over there at Curse of Strahd and Sarah and her whole team as Ink takes the DM's chair for that one. That should be fun. The last time you guys were together. Oh, before we go, any other announcements before we need to get out of the way beforehand? We all good? No? Okay. Last time you guys finally got retribution on Dorn Amber Crown. You guys met with Dorn and some of his new associates. And also you met with the members of the Arcane Brotherhood. You guys kind of struck a deal with the Arcane Brotherhood and were able to take Dorn's role in the whole thing out of the equation and just made it between you guys and the Arcane Brotherhood, kind of. It all finished up with a battle which Dorn didn't get to do much because he was pretty much held the whole time by Callista's spell, or stunned in the process.
Wow.
And poetically, Diana and Molfin both got the final blow on Dorn to put him to rest. Molfin trapping his soul within a soul cage. Is there anything else that we needed to throw out there as a recap, or did I hit the main points?
We gotta save Molfin's wife.
Yes.
Yep. Liliana.
And
Good.
I took Dorn's body.
And you did.
And she took, yes.
And you took Dorn's body. That's right. Yes. And so the adventure is told. You guys left off. I think Callista just teleported Riser, who is no longer a were-rat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
Teleported Riser to their home in Waterdeep to talk to her father. In a very kind of emotional ending last time, but you guys are all standing there in the midst. It seems the Arcane Brotherhood is still there. You guys are still at the Yellow Candle. There is still a pile of ash laying there where once stood some kind of wicked wizard that was disintegrated. And the hawk that kept assailing Lachlan was friended by Callista and told to leave her friends alone, and has flown out the window. The adventure is yours, folks.
Someday.
What would you guys like to do at this point?
Oh, wait. I gotta just look at Molfin. Yeah.
I have to deal with this dust pile. Molfin's gonna just sort of go over and just start like gathering up the pile of ash and looking around,
As you
thinking better of it, and just
As you are going and moving this pile of ash, go ahead and make a perception check with advantage for me, please.
okay.
Ooh, what's there? Something.
Loot.
An 11.
Yeah, you're going through it a little bit, and you bump something. There's something inside the ash, and you start going through it a little bit, and you reach down and you pick something up, and as the ash kind of falls away, there's a ring in there.
Is it pretty?
Yeah, it looks pretty simple. Simple looking ring.
No jewel.
Does it have any words?
Yeah, is it the ring?
What if you throw it in the fire?
Molfin's just gonna stick it in a pocket for now and sort of finish.
Yeah.
Just
Not Callista noticed that.
You're in Molfin, you're arcane.
I'm assuming everybody. Molfin's really not trying to
You're-
hide any aspect.
In your arcane knowledge would tell you that if you disintegrated this person, if this ring wasn't
Yeah, it's
magical,
magical.
it probably would have been destroyed. So
Mm-hmm. It's probably magical.
And
Interesting way to,
I am certain Callista would pick up on this. I'm not sure how many others would. But Callista definitely notices Molfin is pretty much seems to be avoiding the subject at hand a little bit. So, oh, look, I left a mess. Let me go. I'll just be over here.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, are you what the hell, Molfin?
I told him that I would clean up after myself.
I'm sure that can wait.
Do
We
you
have
need
more
help?
pressing matters. Molfin.
There's a potted plant right there. Can we at least?
No,
Okay.
you're
Ashley could help you
right,
with
of
that.
course. Molfin's going to go into that same pocket where he just pulled the ring and pull out the small cage. I know at least a few things that I have to ask, but before we start down this road, Diana, is there anything you wish to know? I only have a few uses of Dorn before he disappears to whatever fate awaits him.
The only thing that I really feel curious about is there was a disciple that he took with him when he left our temple to go on his Vecna quest. And I just...
Oh, yes, that woman in the boat.
Yeah.
I remember that.
She wasn't with him when we confronted him, and I'm just, I don't know, concerned for her, I suppose. I mean, I feel like she very well could have been me, you know, if I hadn't have found you guys. Just possibly manipulated, pushed into something that, you know, did she really understand?
That's very fair insight, Diana.
Yeah, that's heavy.
I just want to know if she's okay.
Natasha was her name, if I recall.
Natasha, thank you. That is thank you for remembering that, because I didn't. All love and concern to this girl, however, I don't know her name.
Keep a little notepad in my cloak here where I write things down.
Lachlan has a Lachlan has the yellow pages.
Yeah, the yellow pages of our remembers.
But it also says Dear Diary.
Dear Diary.
Hey, Gramps noticed me.
But yeah, I suppose that's the only thing that I really want to ask Dorn is, you know, where is she? Is she safe?
Good. I suppose let's start with the obvious ones, and Molfin will just pull out the cage and just sort of shake it a little bit.
Okay.
Where is my wife being held?
It's almost as if, well, most of the candles are out anyway because you're in the room. But the candles on the outskirts of the room, out of your 30-foot radius, begin to kind of dim down and darken a bit. You can hear some conversation taking place on the outside of the room where you're at, where it seems that the arcane members of the Arcane Brotherhood are talking to the store owners of the yellow candle and reassuring them and offering them payment for any damages that might have occurred and things that are taking place during their rental of this facility. Those voices seem to just drown out, though, as this spirit of Dorn seems to almost stand there, locked in this cage. Like, the cage is right where his heart would be, but you can see this translucent image of Dorn standing there in the midst of all of you. Blank expression on his face, but he looks towards you and he says, Liliana is kept safe. She is kept off the coast of Mastika, on St. Ippen Island, within the Great Lighthouse.
Can we all hear this and see it?
Is it only you, Molfin?
Yeah, I'm the only one who can hear it. It's a telepathic response.
You can see him,
Okay.
but you can see his like mouth moving, but you can't hear anything. It's he's speaking into Molfin's mind.
Oh, so Callista can hear too, because she can read lips, right?
Yeah.
I can read lips.
Can read lips. You might be able to pick up on some.
Jaw.
Okay. So you all watch as you can see Molfin nodding along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna position myself to be like behind Molfin so I can get a better look of what's happening now that I remember that I have the observant feat.
Okay.
Second question for you. Where did you find the hand of Vecna?
The hand of Vecna was discovered within the depths of the Evermoors. There remains the remnants of the rotted tower of Vecna himself.
Great.
I'm deeply disturbed.
Well, we don't know anything that's going on.
We don't know anything that's going on, but I am disturbed.
Okay.
That old man's talking to the air again.
I mean, Callista looks disturbed, so Diana probably looks disturbed.
And during this process, too, like, you guys can't hear anything, but you guys can see him. You can see him, his mouth moving, and the temperature has gotten really cold in the room. Like, you're starting to almost be able to see your breath.
I light my hand on fire, just out of instinct.
Okay.
Molfin looks again, and then turns to look at the group. I may be gone for a few moments with this one. Show me the lighthouse. Show me the great lighthouse on St. Ippen Island.
Very well.
I'm going to use the eyes from the dead feature so I can actually see what he saw.
Is he gonna like ward, like get like
Basically.
white eyes?
So, in Harry Potter, when I think it's the Death Eaters, they go into that blackened cloud and go and like whisk away. You guys see that for a split second. As Molfin kind of just turns into this black darkness along with this soul of Dorn. And
true form.
And the room is still cold. It's still taking place. But Molfin, you are basically traveling for hundreds of miles. And you can see wide open ocean below you. You pass a few islands. You go flying over the ocean. And eventually you start to zoom in and you can see on the horizon there is an island silhouetted amongst the darkened sky. It's strange because when you start to get closer to the island, it looks like it's completely just uninhabited, just forest. But then when you get closer, it seems like you almost go through some sort of veil. And when you pass through the veil, you see this blackened tower that appears to have some kind of purplish, deep blue energy coming from the top of where the light would shine from a lighthouse. And that energy seems to be creating some kind of dome that you can see while you're inside it, but you couldn't see it while you were out. And there is some type of village, some type of town there, and there are people walking around, and you can see some of them, and they look very similar to those people that Dorn had with him. They're robed in blue. They wear this symbol that you saw around their necks. And then you get to the base of this lighthouse, and you can see these two terrible-looking pillars that seem to open up into this portcullis gate that looks almost rusted and blackened. The town looks in shambles. Like, it looks like it may have been attacked at one time. Some of the buildings aren't even inhabitable. But you stand there and you can see as Dorn's soul is standing right beside you, staring kind of up at this lighthouse. This.
Is there anything very unique on the outside of this that I would be able to use as a point to try to return here?
Make a perception check. I'm not sure this is how the spell works, but I'm going to allow it.
Humble and merciful.
That's right.
It says here with visual and auditory info from the sensors if I was in my space, in the space with it.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay.
I'm going to burn one of those DM's inspirations I got because this feels...
Thank you,
Seems
MG.
appropriate.
Thank you, MG.
Yes, thank you, Marshmallow.
How many more marshmallows where that came from?
Oh,
21.
Nice.
Oh,
Scanning around, in between, you do see several trees. And you see one large tree over by what looks to be some type of mill. But you can see this tree. It looks like a weeping willow tree. But it looks It looks dark. It looks like the bark is like blackened.
Okay.
And
And Molfin's
after
gonna...
showing that, all of a sudden, the rest of the group, you guys notice, it was like a split second. He was gone, and then all of a sudden, this smoke appears, and there's Molfin standing there in the room once again with Dorn.
You good?
Yes, just getting my bearings. Think it's going to happen again, though.
All right. What you need to do?
Show me the rotted tower. Show me the entrance to Vecna's old lair.
Okay, he whisked away once again for a split second. Molfin, you see yourself going over familiar landscape from the north here in Faerun. And for a brief moment, you guys did visit the edge of the Evermoors. As you start to go towards it, though, you can see that this place is cascaded in just a light fog, basically the entire time. A fog that never lifts. You guys you make your way into it, and eventually he has you appear in what looks to be like a makeshift temporary campsite. But there's no tents. It looks like it was camped in, I don't know, maybe several months ago. It's already starting to grow back in, but it looks like people came in with machetes and hacked out some of the underbrush. It looks like they have like a stone fire pit that seems to be growing in with some blackened kind of grass and things of that nature. He begins to lead you a few steps through a kind of overgrown pathway, and then he stops right in front of what looks to be a little bunch of rocks that has a small opening that you could probably, a medium-sized creature would have to kind of squeeze through. And he looks down to it and says, "That is where I entered and descended into the darkness below." And then
Doing the same thing, looking around for anything that I can find that's memorable enough that I could try to focus on to teleport.
Looking around, there is shrubbery and underbrush, but you like looking for like trees that Callista would be able to like maybe utilize or something like that someday. You don't see anything.
Well, either that or something that I could focus on. Like if this opening is, let's say it's an upside down triangle and, 2 stones and 1 stone. Anything that Molfin can say, okay, I remember this area in the Evermoors, because then I can try to teleport to it.
Yeah.
Probably your best bet is that makeshift campsite. Because you
okay.
don't think there would be many of those in this territory.
Yeah.
Okay.
That fire pit looks like it was man-made. Somebody like moved those stones in that fashion.
Molfin's going to take a good couple of seconds sort of trying to commit that into memory.
Perfect. And then you appear in front of your comrades once again within the room of the yellow candle.
That's the big 4 down. And Diana, you said you wanted to know about that woman.
Yes, Natasha.
Why don't you ask him to show you the last time he saw her? Because then if she's alive, he'll see that she's alive. If she's dead, he'll see the last time she was alive.
He can show me a place that he saw.
Oh, you can't ask to see a person? The last time he saw a person?
I'm going to say DM interpretation on that one.
What
Says you can use an action to name a place that the humanoid saw in life.
What was the last place he saw her?
You could do that.
But I guess it won't show
But she
her.
won't be there.
Right.
But she might not be there.
It won't necessarily show her, but it'll show the place.
Okay, never mind then. I was hoping it would show her, and then you
Yeah.
could see if she
You
left
could tell him
alive or
about the
dead.
last time that they were together. They saw her.
Yeah. When was the last time you were with her?
When was the last time you were with Natasha, and what happened?
He looks at you as
That's too quick.
I'm trying to think of timeline. Last time that I saw Natasha was before I sailed across the sea to travel to Luskin for this important meeting. Roughly 4.5 weeks. She was getting continued training from Zelroth in the ways of serving Vecna.
Ooh, she evil.
It appears she lives and is tied into this whole thing.
Serving
Molfin's
Vecna.
Molfin's gonna look down at the cage a little bit. I have one use left. If is there anything else that anyone can think of, or
Ask him if he's suffering.
Well, I'll make him.
Oh,
suffer
that was
later.
dark. No, don't do that. Ashlyn would not care about that. Never mind. Yeah.
I think Ashlyn may still be infected by that.
I know. The barbaric thing, yeah.
I am curious if maybe a split question, doesn't either or. How long was Dorn working with my father, or did my father send him after me to get, like, he's the reason I found all of you. He sent me on the job. Why?
I can only ask a single question left.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I
this.
don't know which question is relevant here. Like, what do you think? What do you
I
think
can
is more
try to
important
phrase
to
it.
know?
Well, I suppose at the point they are both dead, so
Right.
Can we save the
Maybe-
question?
well,
I mean,
I only
how
have
long
him
can-
for 24 hours, so
Oh.
You only have Dorn for 24 hours?
Yeah.
yeah, 6
What
questions.
happens?
Do you have a question?
Soul. No, I was just wondering what happens to his soul when the 24 hours is up.
But I will be honest, do any of us really care?
I care a little bit.
Diana, you do know that Molfin practices necromancy on a regular basis, right? Like,
I have
this is
plans
not
for
good
the
stuff. Okay.
Plans of the body.
Maybe
Molfin cannot have the body.
But
maybe ask him what other families were involved aside from the Horncrows. He might know more about that.
or do we
should
ask about the church?
I was going
Or
to say
that.
perhaps we should ask him about the development of finding the other pieces of Vecna, or like
Yeah.
his.
Does he know where the next one is?
Yeah, maybe that one. Maybe that's the way to go. Ask him, because we
Weren't they
can deal with
looking
the
for
slave traders later. Like, maybe we should focus on.
The fact of the matter is that there's this evil cult running around in our world who just like is trying to summon an old demon prince that's like crazy. Like, I feel like that's pretty up there, and like I would like to ask this being that is tied to us what the hell's going on with that.
They would
Just
need
my
pieces to do
concern.
so, which means they would have to come after me to
We'll
obtain
find
their
out.
goal.
Yeah.
Do you
Weren't they
think?
looking for the sort of cast or something in Mastika?
Yeah.
They were looking for the sword, which is said to be at the location where he found the hand, which I know have the entrance location.
So that's where the sword's supposed to be.
Is it
That
still
is
there?
what, if I remember, believe that's what we were told, right? That the sword was supposedly at the same location, Michael?
I'm not.
Says
I'm
here.
not 100% sure
Did she-
if you were told that or not. That was. I don't have that in my
See,
notes. But
Clarion said something about that once the Sword of Cass has been relocated,
Mhm.
who's Vecna's bodyguard, blah, blah, blah.
Maybe ask about the sword. Where's the
I
sword?
remember, I know for a fact, I can't remember who said it, but if the sword is found,
Mhm.
all the artifacts of Vecna would tremble,
Right. Yeah, you did hear that.
Yeah.
alerting those who were
Like if you
asleep.
have the sword, you can find the other items.
Right. It would be kind of like
Like one of those dowsing
Tuning
rods.
fork.
Tuning
Yeah.
fork.
Oh, yeah.
a metal detector on the
legendary
beach.
parts.
A metal detector on
Yeah.
the beach. Yeah, it's like, beep, beep, beep.
Oh my god, if you give me the sword, it's gonna be non-stop waving it in front of Molfin's arm.
Oh no.
Nope. Molfin will look it down at the cage. Where is the sword of Kaz?
That's more important.
That's a really good question.
Okay, so let us pose it better for the dungeon master.
No. Dungeon Master knows.
Gotcha.
I just didn't think
Oh.
you would think to ask that. So you got
Alrighty then.
me. You got me.
Well,
Serves me
somebody
right.
got you. Sure as hell wasn't
See that
Molfin.
Twitch? It serves me right for doubting my players. It serves me right. Karma is a bitch. So Dorn looks at you and says, "From everything that I know and everything that I have read, I believe that the sword of Kaz remains with Kaz in the Shadowfell, where his castle fell in his last days. The problem with the location is that the castle is always moving and shifting
Mm-hmm.
within the Shadowfell."
Player question: who was Kaz again? I just
He's
completely
Vecna's
forgot.
bodyguard?
Lord
Okay.
Naji was a lieutenant of Vecna who turned on Vecna,
Okay.
and he's the reason that Vecna got hacked up. And
And as
And he
this
stole.
So Gramps, be careful who you make your lieutenant.
As this
Okay,
soul
yeah.
starts to just disperse into a really light smoke, all you can hear, Molfin, is, "The shroud is the answer. The shroud is the key. The shroud is the answer. The shroud is the key." And it fades out into nothingness, and your cage is
That was
empty.
really cool, Michael.
Mhm.
So the
That was
soul's
really-
gone. Dang it. Oh.
Molfin is just going to sort of drop down and sit on the ground.
You good?
Well, what do you say? Where's your wife? Can we go rescue her right now?
No, okay, so there's much to tell, and apparently I didn't ask the right questions.
Oh,
Now left
well,
with more
good try.
questions and answers. My wife is apparently many hundreds, if not thousands of miles out over the ocean
Only we had an airship.
on an island called St. Ipan Island.
Where
There's a
is
very
it?
lovely white house and a blackened willow tree
Hmm.
that I'm pretty sure I might be able to teleport us to within some degree of success.
Well, that's fun.
Some degree?
I've never been there before, and there appears to be some sort of arcane shield around it. I mean, it
Hmm.
allowed us to pass through as he showed it to me, so
As long as we don't end up in as many pieces as Vecna.
Haha.
that requires
And
the sword.
Lachlan.
That requires the sword, which is located in the Shadowfell.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have to go back there.
Yes, but there's a problem that apparently the location
Castle.
bounces around.
It always moves.
dealt with
So-
castles that move around before, right? Remember that one we had to track down for the cloud giants?
Yes, but I had a gnome positioning satellite shoved up in my cortex.
Yeah, true.
Maybe they can get you another gnome positioning satellite.
And that may not be a bad idea.
Thank you.
Especially if what you had mentioned previously about a certain individual being involved. There may be deals to be made.
More deals.
That is
Which individual?
neither here nor there. Not conversation for more private times.
Okay.
But suffice to say, we will also need to be making a trip to the Evermores.
Oh, what's in the Evermore?
The location where the hand was found.
Why do we have to go there?
Vecna's old tower.
I do not, for the life of me, I cannot remember a simple week ago. But there was a reason that we were mentioned the location where the hand was found. Player just can't really remember.
Dorn was
Isn't that where
Dorn was
the-
going to take you there because he believes that if you go in where he found the hand, there is more to be explored, and the answers to find the sword are in there.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm. And that's why he was trying to set up this deal with the Arcane Brotherhood
Yep, yep.
to get all three
Wasn't he
parties to
also-
agree.
Was
Are
it
you
also
s-
playing a virgin sacrifice? Wasn't that a part of it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna solar place all your body parts till you become Vecna?
Can we not?
Just my right butt cheek, if we can find one.
Right.
Okay.
That thing falls asleep all the time. It is just...
All right, I'll allow that much, Molfin. I'll give you that one. You can have his
So-
butt cheek.
I'm
Is
sharing
that,
a toilet with you.
the enhance the ability of the right butt cheek is Cloud Kill. You can cast that.
Yeah, let's establish his canon. Yeah.
and
Nice.
thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy. Yep.
Yeah.
But double the radius.
But amplified. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
And then Molfin will look over at Diana. Apparently that girl, Natasha, is an acolyte of Vecna. She is currently studying on the island where they are holding my wife.
Okay.
It took him 4 weeks to travel here. So, assuming that they have to travel the same way to get back, we have time to plan.
Diana, make an insight check for me.
Ooh. I forgot what my bonus was.
Your bonus is pretty good to insight, if I remember
Plus 10?
correctly.
I think
Minus
is it-
minus 20.
Minus-
You were
I think
inciting
it's like
Molfin
plus
with a
10.
20.
It's not necessarily you're inciting Molfin, it's you're inciting your intuition, your gut. I'm gonna have you
Okay.
roll
Gut check.
a gut check.
Good.
Gut check. Vibe check.
I can't tell how that landed.
we need to get you a dice tray.
We need a dice box.
That is either a 12 or a 2. I honestly cannot tell.
Okay,
It
well-
looks like it's in between 12 and 2.
Well-
it looks
Pick it up
like
without
it's
moving
on the edge.
You-
If it's
Well,
cocked,
it's
we
cocked,
can
Would you
re-roll
have-
it.
yeah,
If I,
if it's cocked, re-roll it.
Is it
And-
cocked?
And is your bonus a plus 10?
I guess. Yeah, I think it is.
Here, I'll double check for you.
Oh.
Character sheet, insight.
I'm getting on D. Whoa,
Yeah, your
I
insight.
just dropped it.
Your insight is a plus 10.
Yeah.
Okay, it is a plus 10. All right. I dropped it and it landed on a 20, but I feel like that's not right to count that. It landed on the carpet.
Reroll.
That is a 7.
7 plus 10?
17.
Still good. You did know Natasha. You didn't know her extremely well, but you did have experience with her at the temple. She was always very naive, very innocent. And to you, what you said earlier kind of strikes true. You kind of feel as if maybe she's being duped into all this, but you're not.
Oh, yeah.
You can't be 100% certain because you kind of know her, but you don't. Like, you're not besties. So
And I've also been through some things.
you've
not trusting
been through
people.
some things, and she's
Little
been through
bit.
some things. So there's no telling, that hand might have drove her mad too. But your gut is telling you that something's not right.
Does my gut also say that there's the possibility that she could be saved? Or is that yet to be seen?
It's possible. Your gut told you that it's possible that Dorn probably could have even been
It's
saved, but
Possible, okay.
Let's not dwell on that. Bygones be bygones.
We have the.
Technically, you saved him. You have his body.
powerful magical
Yeah, we
powerful
saved
magical
his life.
artifacts can change a person. Ask Matthew.
What would Molfin do? I don't know.
I personally think I've done nothing other than I would have done at the beginning.
All right.
I merely saved 2 foolish gnome children from doing something stupid.
Well, they did do something stupid. You just saved them from the consequences.
Same difference.
Not really. Well, Molfin, I say you better be on point this time because it sounds like that's where we're going.
Go get Grammy.
Yeah. And Natasha.
There is
there.
another one. As the soul
I never met-
disapparated,
Oh.
it proceeded to say that the shroud was the key.
Key to what?
A door.
To the sword?
Doors.
It did not say. Which is why I am left now wondering if I asked the wrong bloody questions.
You didn't ask the wrong questions. We know where your wife is. I think that's a win for us.
Yes,
And
but
you
we
know
also
the
don't know if we
location.
can get there.
Well,
We
One
can
way to
certainly
find
try.
one way to find out. I'll have the rock on standby if we are out in the middle of the ocean and nowhere else to go.
I can run on the ocean.
Yeah,
That makes one of us.
I could also
I
be
think
fine in the water. but,
Ashlyn
like,
can literally run across the ocean.
run across the ocean. Yeah.
Because, yeah. I don't think I've ever met.
You know what? Before
Radiancy.
we do anything, I'm going to ritually cast water walking, just in case.
Okay.
How about we go tomorrow, as I'm a rather bit tapped.
Yeah,
at
you
the
guys
moment.
You want to go tomorrow?
Yeah, you guys just
Okay,
had a
yeah.
fight, so I don't know if you guys wanted to take at
That's
least a
true.
short rest, or
Yeah, we can rest.
Well,
That's fair.
I would rather need a tad
I'm
bit more than that.
I'm okay
We
to
may
go.
want to prepare a bit for this, you know.
Okay.
where's Dorn's body?
I have it.
Didn't we try and stuff him into the bag of holding?
Did you stuff
I
him into the
believe so,
bag of
yes.
holding? Okay. I was just making
I
sure
believe we
because it
did.
kind of be awkward to have this dead guy in the middle of the yellow candle.
No,
like,
we
laying
we
there
put
on
him
the
in.
table.
No, we put him in the bag of
This
holding.
is probably
yeah.
in the bag that Molfin's holding because I think that has less stuff in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Molfin, there was a reason why I took that body that I wanted to bring up to you.
Oh, I
Yes.
like where this is going already.
All right, so
Callista
no.
looks heavily concerned, looking between
Yeah.
Molfin and Diana.
What are
like,
you doing?
So, as you know, the Church of Ilmater is wrought with corruption at the moment, and last time we were there with the kind of like our Archbishop, he was a bit
Oh, yes, that's one who threatened to, yes,
threatened to
banished
kick
me
me
from the
out of
premises.
the church and banished you from the premises. Yes, not a very good person. Anyways, I was thinking that, on the topic of corruption and the church having zero safety measures against such corruption, it would be decent to send a message about what happens to corruptors. I was
Well-
thinking that we could teleport into his office and drop the body on the floor and then bid him adieu.
I think his name was Solar or something.
Solar,
Yep,
yeah.
you got it. Solar.
How would that say your message? Don't you need to write him a letter?
Oh no, I think that's
I'm pretty
clear.
sure a cleric of Ilmater and myself appearing in that mist would certainly send a message.
The church needs new structure. I think they'll get
Do,
it.
does everyone
What if they
know?
revive him?
Yeah.
Hmm?
What if they revive him?
Yeah.
Is that a risk, or is his soul dealt
Nah,
with?
his soul's dealt with. They can't bring him back.
His
Unless
soul is
the-
moved on to wherever.
It's
Yeah, I don't
Actually-
it's possible they could revive him.
Actually, they do if they
That
had
would
like
sound
high enough
Mhm.
like true resurrection.
Hey, thank you,
Diana.
Winston. We
They
appreciate the
could.
bits.
Thank you,
Diana.
Winston.
Yes.
I would like to ask you to do me a favor.
You want me to commune with Asmodeus and tell Asmodeus to keep his soul.
No, nothing quite so drastic.
Wow.
Because that was what I was thinking.
I was going to ask you to
Wow.
revive Dorn
What?
so we can murder him again. I
Oh,
can recapture his soul. Then we
you
drop the
paid for
body.
my book. I'm so proud.
If we
Um,
recapture the soul,
Lachlan, are we the good guys?
Yeah, nobody's gonna be allowed in that garden anymore.
Yeah.
I was
I'm gonna be
never
the only
allowed
one in
I
there
don't
eating
care.
bananas next time.
I'm just saying, is it not true that sinners go to hell? Why wouldn't I tell the devil to keep him?
my thought is if Diana revives him, obviously she is trying to give him a chance to be saved. If
Yeah.
someone whose soul may be previously committed to another destination is to end said saving before it happens, that is no harm on the cleric's side.
Why don't we just let
Is this technically-
Sleeping Dorn fly and just
I think we should show him off, but maybe not leave him behind. Make sure that we
I'm
deal with
gonna
body.
pray. I'm gonna pray about it.
Okay. I will hold the body safe here. Taps the
Thank
bag.
you.
I feel really uncomfortable carrying around when you have that other guy in your
Listen, no, but I dumped him. He's out at the tree.
Dumped him by the tree. I'm
We should
gonna,
return that one more.
I'm gonna cast commune as a ritual whenever I get a moment, maybe while we're taking our short rest.
Okay. Where do you guys want to take? Do you want to take a
Molfin
short rest
just-
here, or do you want to go back to? Do you want to go to a tavern?
back
to
to
the-
the
Let us
back
go
to
back
the tavern.
inn.
Yeah.
Was it the Honking Goose? I think it was what it was called. Does that sound right?
Should they-
Is Kashan the Red still there?
They have moved on. They're
Him
no
and his
longer.
group of problems.
They've
Okay.
during all this they've kind of moved on. You don't see them. The waitress is kind of going through and she's kind of like cleaning up things, picking up some of the mess. But no, they've already left.
On the way out, Molfin's gonna stop by the barkeep that I'm assuming it's the same woman and
Oh yeah,
still there.
yeah, absolutely. Hmm. She seems a little
And-
frustrated with you
And
guys.
give her
though.
Molfin is gonna hand her another 74 platinum and be like, my apologies for the issues that arose. We attempted to remove it from the premises as quickly as possible. And just gives her the money and just, again, apologies.
I thank you for doing what you could to make sure those terrible people didn't do anything to this place. Thank you. She takes the platinum and kind of carries on cleaning up and organizing. So she's still a little distraught because all the customers were scared away and they still got some business to do today. It's like,
Yeah. But she's now
Yeah.
walking out with almost 100 platinum
Oh, yeah.
from
It's a
Molfin.
rough
Yeah.
day, but it was worth
rough
it.
day,
Let's be
but
honest.
she'll be
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, they could probably close for a couple days.
Yeah,
and be
she'll
all
be
right.
fine. Yeah, she'll be fine.
She's got like 125 platinum. She's fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like years of. No.
We
She
just
could
yeah.
retire.
Probably wouldn't be years.
Seriously.
It wouldn't be years.
10 gold. You make 30 gold a month, middle class. I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
No, we're
30 gold a
still
month for 10 months would be
class.
3 platinum. So figure
Oh yeah, it'd be pretty.
100 is basically, yeah, that's a good couple of years.
Yeah, good couple of years.
Not retirement
I-
money, but at least a couple
yeah,
of years.
yeah.
That you
I would quit and
Yeah.
tour the world if some random old guy walked in and gave me like $100,000.
You hear that, Randall, guys?
Exhaust, apron, throw down, and just walk out.
I never liked this deli anyways. I'm sick of all of you. If I have to slice any more prosciutto, I think I'm gonna kill myself. I'm leaving.
Too real. Too real.
Very real, yes.
Anyone else seeing what is it, half baked?
Mm.
You're cool.
Does does that tavern have rooms? Do we have rooms?
We had rooms at the Honking Goose, right?
Yeah, we had
Okay.
it like a block away.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
two.
Yeah, let's head back to the rooms at the very least and
It-
rest.
Yeah.
As we're heading out, Molfin will cast Sending to not Elder Luke.
Not Elder Luke, okay, yeah, sure.
It is done and over with. Dorn has been dealt with. We have a deal with the Brotherhood, apparently.
This is a spell he can reply to, I believe, right? Or is this?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Sending
Word,
is.
Sending is.
something.
You do get a response back. Interesting. I saw some things begin to take place, but everything went so quickly. And then you were gone. I'm out here on the street.
He probably sees as we're walking out, Molfin's going to look to where he mentioned he was and just sort of give a little wave and start heading back to the inn.
He's no longer there. He's actually like below, like standing
Oh.
in the street, like waiting on you guys.
Oh.
He looks like that fisherman from Daggerford, though. He doesn't look like Elder Luke. Or farmer, I think. it
Molfin
was.
just give a little nod.
I'm gonna go cock and then walk behind. Behind him.
Nice.
Elder Luke kind of just gives you a little nod and then begins to walk with you guys. And you guys make your way to
Dorn is no more.
Yep.
The only thing Molfin says to him is Dorn is no more.
Well,
make it-
technically,
Well, that's
For the moment.
good news. It's very good news. So that means the Horn Crows are dealt with. Dorn is dealt with. Eventually we'll get to Duchess Daggerford.
Yeah.
That's but first a trip west.
Is she even formally on the list?
Is
Oh,
she?
she's on his list, and she's
Yeah, she's on Elder Luke's
Luke's alliance
list.
coming after me.
You remember Elder Luke said that she had
She's
to
the
die.
one that. Isn't she involved in the slave ring?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And
Yeah.
wasn't she also involved in the Vecna ring? Or
She's
am I
she's
just
more
tripping?
so involved with what you guys get. The more so involved in the Vecna deal because she knew about the hand.
Oh, right. In the temple.
So may
Yeah.
not necessarily be like tied into the Horn Crows necessarily, but it
But
was
she enabled it.
was affiliated with Dorn, and knew about the
Alright.
hand and about it being kept in Daggerford, and it did not report
Alright.
it to the Lord's Alliance.
Shady, 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 but we need to do a more thorough investigation, I feel. We can't just start storming into places and executing everybody.
Why not?
Hasn't
I
worked for
disagree.
us so far, yeah.
Yeah.
I disagree very
Because
vehemently
I
on
am-
that
Yeah.
point.
Clinging very loosely to some type of good alignment here.
Mm.
Just remember, everything that I have done is for the greater good.
The greater good.
And justifying the memes and all of
You're
that.
welcome. I know you.
70% of it, Gramps. Yeah.
You guys make your way back to the Honking Goose. You guys can take the time to take a short rest here, if that's what you guys wish to do. So you guys can
Take a long rest, I think.
Yeah,
for-
Molfin is basically hunkering down for the day.
Okay. So just
Unless
Molfin's gonna.
somebody needs him, Molfin's getting a room and just
We can. What we.
Are we sharing again?
steal himself away. I don't know, is Ashlyn following again?
Yeah. You better not lock me out this time.
I guess what we could do here. Here is if anybody has anything in particular that you would like to do. Technically, it's not very late. It's only probably about 2 in the afternoon. So, like, if you take a long rest, it'd be 8 hours. So it'd be like you could sleep during the day and then be up at like 10 p.m. Or you guys could do some things here, or just
Didn't we just have a long rest, like a couple hours
Attack in
ago?
the middle of the night.
yeah, you did.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if we long rest now,
Yeah.
we're teleporting in the night. We're arriving in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Less likelihood of. I personally think so.
Okay.
Think of it this way: what if they're a bunch of humans? They can't see very well in the darkness. All of us
Yeah,
can.
dark. I prefer dark, to be honest.
Agreed.
Although at the
I
same
don't care.
point, if we hit a shield wall and bounce off, it may make it a little more difficult to see us all as we flounder in the water.
Right. Which is why I'll prepare the water walking before we go.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh, I can prepare my control water spell.
Control, or yeah, you can prepare control water. Yeah.
What's the island called again?
It was called
St. Epen Island.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Epen.
Epen?
It's Saint Ippen.
Saint Epen. Okay.
She resides in the Great Lighthouse. Are you sure we can't just go fight Asmodeus and Orcus and everybody else first?
Nah, we gotta get through our list.
That is exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
We're ignoring the list right now. Shouldn't we be focusing on the list?
There's something very important in that
Don't
lighthouse.
you think that your personal matters are more important?
Molfin, she's on the. What are you talking about? Molfin! Are
He's
you
just being
scared?
silly.
Of her.
Molfin.
Aw.
Like, I didn't even need to have Callista passive insight that. I just know it.
Molfin would rather take on Asmodeus than confront
deal with
his
his
wife right now.
Wow, this man.
After he made her live with his clone for a while, and then the clone got killed in front of her.
Molfin, you already lost a hand. Don't lose your balls, too.
Yeah. Is this like Deadpool?
Maybe Vecna has some you can borrow.
Yeah, maybe he has some you can borrow. I don't know, man.
The testicles of Vecna.
The
Oh my
testicles of
god,
Vecna.
no.
What are those?
Create whatever.
Create progeny.
Oh gosh.
Molfin just sort of looks down at it.
Enlarge, reduce.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. MG's laughing. We broke
Yep.
MG.
Did you say, MG, did you say produce water?
Oh, God.
but enlarge reduces.
Oh,
That
enlarge
too.
reduce.
Oh no.
God damn it.
Oh no.
We've devolved. I apologize. I started that. I apologize.
Stone skin.
Oh, no. Sorry, Molfin, what were you saying? I couldn't hear you. MG, Lachlan's laughing really loud over there.
Eat a
Having-
marshmallow, man.
Pardon?
Having to tell her that I made these decisions without speaking to her.
Because you loved her and wanted to keep her in ignorance? Well, not ignorance. You wanted to keep her in what's the word I'm looking for? Non-knowing.
Out of harm's way?
You didn't
The
want her to
idea-
know.
The idea was that anything that came after the entity that stole the hand would be a powerful enough arcane user to be able to track the hand and myself. I didn't anticipate some dumb animal hunting down the duplicate.
Hmm.
In order to keep Moby and Lachlan safe, I gave up hope of returning home. I knew where the end would take me to, and what it would mean. Sending the simulacrum home was a way to alleviate the guilt of making that choice without talking to her.
Just say that to her. You don't have to convince us, Uncle Molfin. We know.
We know who you are, and I'm sure she does too.
Doesn't mean she's going to like it.
She doesn't have to like it. She's entitled to whatever feeling she's going to have. But we can't just let her stay there and rot without hope.
No,
You are her hope. She's already been told that you're alive.
that could be a lie.
It doesn't have to be. Don't do that to her again.
Yeah.
Let's not break her more.
Go save Auntie.
I'm just going to sort of start walking upstairs and sort of reach out and grab Callista's arm a little bit. Just starts heading upstairs.
Okay.
Ashton will follow.
Yeah.
Diana, did you want to do
Whatever.
your commune? Is that what you were wanting to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're setting up for your ritual in your room, I would presume.
In my room, yeah.
Kind of setting up your
Yeah.
candles, getting your incense burning, yeah, getting into the mindset.
Mm.
There's no role for commune, right? Is there a role for it, or you just kind of just it just
No,
happens?
it's a spell.
kinda
Just a
just
connection.
spell to make some questions.
I think it's a 5th level.
Yes.
Okay.
3 questions.
Yeah.
Answers yes or no.
And as you kind of get into your moment of prayer and you begin to focus, you see these little just pillars of smoke that are rising from your candles, and they seem to turn into vines. And you walk through the vines, and it's almost as if like you're walking right back into the Weeping Garden once again, in the presence of your god Ilmater. What questions do you have for commune to ask in your prayer?
The first one that I have to ask Ilmater is not so much of a question, it's more of just asking you to promise me when I start to. I feel like lately I've been making these very tough decisions, and I'm kind of conflicted about them, and I second guess almost everything that I do. Even when I know that it's something that I have to do, I don't think that it's the right thing to do. So all that I just want to ask is that if I start to slip somewhere that is off of your path, just to warn me, to send me a sign, to be like, hey, not good, strike me with some lightning or whatever.
As you're praying, you feel kind of a gentle touch on your shoulder, and you hear a voice speak to you and say, Child, you are on the right path. You have stopped further suffering that would have been brought on many people had Dorn been able to accomplish his goals. And I know it's hard, but suffering is what we do for others. We take it upon ourselves. Stay the course, child.
Thank you. The other one is Dorn's soul. You know, I don't know whether or not I want it to rot in hell to be eternally tortured, or if I want to believe that upon his death, his sins were no more, and his soul returned to the good, kind person that I knew, if it ever existed. I suppose I want to know where he would be in the afterlife. Is he, I don't know, in hell?
As you ask this question, you hear the voice once again tell
Hell.
you the hells. He says, well, that is up for the Judge Kelemvor to decide. But I assure you, soul in his current state, he will not be allowed in the garden. He will not be allowed in my presence. But if you choose, your prayers can be offered to the judge, to Kelemvor himself. And if Kelemvor feels a bit of mercy towards the soul, it is possible that his soul can be redeemed.
Does it count for one of my questions if I ask you how to do that? Oh my god, did that count for one of my questions?
Can we redeem?
Your vibe that you're getting from this is just praying. You don't even have to. You don't like not like a spell slot. Nothing. Just offering a prayer.
Okay.
Don't pray for Molfin.
I suppose I'm definitely gonna pray. We'll
He'll
get
start
to that.
like singeing and
Yeah.
smoke.
His hand will start twitching.
The way the gods work in this world is kind of like they're all kind of like in charge of different things. So
Yeah.
basically, when Dorn's soul moves on, it will be guided by the Raven Queen to Kelemvor. Kelemvor is the judge, who will basically say, "Hey, you're sentenced to this, but you're kind of given to this area," and then they're separated and they go off to their different areas to be with the gods either they served, or the gods that they failed, or the gods that are been corrupted. Sometimes the corrupted souls they end up as very, very, very low-level devils in the Nine Hells. Sometimes they end up as just crazed maniac souls of creatures in the abyss.
Right.
It just depends on the corruption.
He's
then
mighty
I
corrupt.
suppose- He is mighty corrupt.
Yeah.
Then in the midst of my prayer to Elvator, I'll take a moment to say a prayer specifically for Velmor. What's his name? Velmor.
Kelemvor.
Kelemvor.
K-E-L.
Kelemvor.
That's it. Kelemvor.
K-E-L. Yeah. Okay. Hello there, dear Kelemvor.
Before you do
I'm not-
this, though,
Yes.
you're still currently under your
Yes.
spell that you have one more question to ask.
Yes.
Why don't you do that first,
True.
and then you can do your prayer.
Fair point.
Mhm.
Fair point. Okay. Good point. Alrighty. I suppose my last question, Elmater, is our church. It's like a soul. in and of itself. It's living and breathing and can be corrupted and can be capable of being redeemed. And I suppose my question is, was Dorn all there was to it? Or is there more that I need to be wary of?
Child, the corruption rooted within Dorn's heart because of the artifact. The corruption died with Dorn.
Alrighty then. So that is good enough for me. Thank
Yes.
you, Leader, for the answers. Seriously, please hold me to it. Like, if you ever think that I just killed someone in cold blood and like absolutely should not have, just like hit me with lightning real good. Just, you know. Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Ninth level chain lightning.
Yeah, it's like it's like on like 2 HP, and you're like,
Yeah.
you done fucked up, Diana. I gotta hit you with that. You made me promise.
Where's my cleric? Oh, pile of ash.
As
I
you
didn't make it to the list.
as you finish that, you just get one last saying. It's this religious life that you lead is hard. You are going to bear suffering for many, many people. Sometimes you're going to want to turn around and walk away. But know through it all, I am here. And I will not abandon you. We will carry the suffering of many together. And at that, your prayer, you seem to come back to yourself within your room as the candles are starting to dwindle down and the incense is burnt away.
Okay. I will immediately begin to play to Kalimvor for Dorn's Soul. Okay. Relight a couple of candles, you know.
Okay. Callista, are you in the room for all this? Have you been... Okay, yes.
Aw.
Oh, my bae.
Just kind of like giving her space. Like, I'm nowhere near the ritual circle. Like, I'm like probably off in a chair in a corner, just kind of watching. And like, I have the sending stone, but I'm waiting to use it until she's done.
Okay, sure.
Dear Kalimvor, I know that the soul of the man that is about to come to you is rotten and tainted by an awful corruption of one of the worst beings I think that could have existed. He was not always that soul. The soul that I knew, the soul that rescued me, was one of kind gentleness that embodied all of the morals and all of the teachings of the leader that we had been taught. He was kind, generous, humble. He was a better person than I am. He has changed so much as a result of his work, and it unfortunately was work that could not be allowed to continue in this world. Hence, we kind of killed him. Hence, he's on his way to you. So, but if it were possible, when you weigh his soul, I don't know how it works completely. I don't know if it's possible to redeem his soul again, make it as brand new as it was before all of the horror that he inflicted on the world. But if it were possible, I feel like we made him suffer a great deal when he died. I don't know if he needs an eternal suffering. Maybe he does. Maybe that's justice for all that he's done. I don't know. I'm not sure. But if it's possible that he could be, I don't know. Just, I'm sorry, I'm bad at apparently arguing for the soul of somebody that I kind of hate. But I don't know. It's possible for him to not be like eternally damned. That'd be wonderful. Anyways, thanks. Or like, maybe only temporarily damned, like a couple thousand years of being damned, and then like you're good. But I don't know. Thanks.
Calista, I don't know how to pray for him, because at the one hand I was sitting there and I was like, you know what, pray for his soul.
I feel like it's the forgiving thing to do. And then I remembered that he sold slaves, and then I was like, that's not really mine to forgive.
Go ahead and roll a go ahead and roll a persuasion check with disadvantage, Diana.
Yeah, I would give that disadvantage too.
And
That was bad.
honestly, it has nothing to
No.
do with your prayer. It has nothing to do with your prayer. It has something to do with the nature of the god in which you're praying to.
Okay.
You see Callista is actually smiling at this. Like, she's impressed right now.
Who doesn't love Kellamore?
A 15.
15. That's pretty good.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, plus whatever my persuasion thing is.
Oh wow. Oh, so the 15
Which
was
is-
your disadvantage roll?
Yeah, the 15 was the disadvantaged flat roll, and now I'm realizing that I have a whole other thing that I need to put with it.
Well, go ahead and
think
also roll another d20, and this time I want you to make a religion check for me. I want to see how much of background about Kellamvor that you know through your religious study.
Okay. Alrighty. Roll.
I wish it was in the room.
That would be a 2 on the dice.
Okay. You do not receive any kind of verbal, physical response or anything as you pray. Yeah, pray. You and this happens a lot. People pray, and you don't. Sometimes you see things, and the things that happen in your everyday life, or you see some things. Oh, that was an omen from so and so god or whatever. You don't really get a vibe. Like, it's not like Ilmater where they like sometimes speak to you. You don't hear anything, but you know that your prayer's been lifted up and you did the best that you could.
Cool.
You're a bigger woman than me, Diana, that's for sure.
I don't know.
No, truly. You're amazing.
I don't know. I'm just
You're
gonna...
asking for forgiveness for his
This is
soul. Diana,
Yeah.
you haven't strayed. You haven't strayed.
Thank you. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna
Probably a good idea.
All right.
go on to the bed. Sleep. Yeah.
I'm gonna take the sending stone and Indraconic, because I don't trust people not listening in with like a scrying or something, so she's using Draconic.
Okay.
How's Riser? Also, we got information that Molfin's wife is on St. Epen. We'll be going there tomorrow. I'll keep you updated.
You get a response back from Clarion and Draconic. Riser's good. He's different. He's talking to your father right now. Saint Epen, that's quite a bit away. Keep me posted.
Yeah. I might be messaging him in the middle of the ocean tomorrow, so who knows? Hey, can you come pick us up? We need a ride.
Hi, we all went to a city 2 hours away and got super
Hi.
wasted, and we
Yeah.
don't have
Man,
money for
we
any
lost our
more.
car.
Yeah.
Could you come pick us up? We're
Yeah.
at this cross
Yeah.
street. Thanks.
Clarion,
It's
we
only
can
like
ride.
a 4-week boat ride. So,
Yeah.
We're at the
Yeah.
7-Eleven. We're drinking slushies.
Yeah, you'll find us at the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, so you take care of that. Lachlan,
Okay.
you got the room to yourself now that Riser's not there.
Yeah,
Is
it's
there
lonely without him.
is there anything that
quiet.
is there anything that you'd be doing during the day while you guys are getting ready to take a long rest here before you go?
Sharpening weapons, just keeping all my daggers and swords as sharp as they can, organizing arrows.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to go,
You should do
Rambo.
a poison kit.
That's a good point. I should do a poison kit. I'm also smearing some ink under my eyes, so I don't look
Yes.
silly.
Yes, looking the part. You got it.
We're going in. We're going in.
Yeah, I'll hand Lachlan some of my poison supplies. Like, here, have at it.
Are you
Nice.
pulling
The
like
other thing is,
are you pulling the Arnold Schwarzenegger montage in Predator right now?
exactly. Yeah. We're about to kill some stuff.
If you want to go ahead and make a roll for your arrows,
Sure.
can't remember exactly. Yeah, I think
I
we
forgot each time.
added like didn't you have like a poisoner's kit or something? We added your proficiency bonus.
I have one.
Yeah,
If
I
he
am.
doesn't have one, I have a kit that I can give you.
I think we did
Yeah,
a
I can give you my
D20
kit.
plus your dexterity and your proficiency bonus. I think is what it was.
Proficiency. Yeah. What's that face? You're real bad?
What'd you roll?
13.
A 13.
Okay.
You get like 3 poison arrows.
Oh, nice. I was worried it was going to be like, I'll poison myself. They find me dead the next
Oh,
day.
yeah. Yeah, you're able to get. You just
Molfin?
you just don't get a whole lot. You make them. It just takes you a little longer.
Yeah. We'll make them count.
What you
Before
what were you gonna
we-
ask about Molfin?
Go ahead.
Did Molfin give Lachlan the sword? Was that a thing?
We hadn't discussed it yet, so probably not.
Well, I was gonna say I was gonna collect the party for a meal before we go to bed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Specifically a hero's feast before we go to bed, because I was supposed to be done for today, but we forgot.
You guys rent like the little
supposed
conference
to-
area at the bottom of the hotel, for a hero's feast, right?
Okay.
We have a continental breakfast.
Yeah, definitely could get a feast together. Doesn't it have like some components that are costly or something like that? With hero's feast.
Probably. I know I got at least one. I could take money out to say I bought 2.
I thought for some reason
I think it's 1,000 gold.
I remember listening to like Critical Role and they said they had to have like something that was kind of expensive to burn to.
Yeah, it's like 1,000 gold bowl or something worth like 1,000.
Oh, like a
gold, something
chalice or something like
Yeah.
that. I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. I know I've used one already.
And I think you have a
but
second
if
one,
I need to
right?
go out and buy another one.
I thought.
If I need
you
to
guys
buy
bought
another
2.
one, I thought we did 2.
Yeah, so you could use that second one, but then you'll be out until you can get
Alright.
some more of those 1,000 gold chalices.
Unless anyone says we should hold off on it for now, I feel like because we
How long
don't know
does
what's
it
on that island.
24
It's
hours.
24 hours.
Right?
24 hours. So if we take it before we go to bed, and we leave right in the morning, we're still good.
But we'll be leaving in the middle of the night, so.
Well, it doesn't matter. We'll be leaving 8 hours into the 24-hour cycle.
15 hours on it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So
Good
unless
idea.
you feel like we should save it for something else,
No, we have no idea what this.
that's what I figured.
There are
We
other
have
gold
no idea
chalices.
what's on that island. On that island, so
Okay.
all right.
Michael,
Do it.
my head went out the window. What the hell's that thing's name that runs that island that Dorn mentioned?
Zelroth or something.
Zelron? Zelray?
Zelroth was who he
Zelroth.
was answering to.
Zelroth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it was
And
there was a thing about it.
you guys knew that the people that were with Dorn were members of the cult of the crushing wave.
Cult of the crashing wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
Okay.
just completely forgot his name.
The water elemental.
They're
cult.
water elemental cult.
Right. Yep. Problem
so
for me.
Don't. Ideally, the purpose is jump in get her out of the lighthouse and leave.
Ideally, yes.
Yeah.
Never gonna happen.
That's
Ideally.
assuming she is willing to depart.
Let her
Yeah,
hit
She
you
gonna
first.
recognize you, Grimes?
She'll recognize you, Lachlan, and me, but mostly you. Wait, have I met Auntie before? I don't think I've met Auntie before.
I'm like, Lachlan's like staring at Molfin, like realizing.
I will just have to burn a spell slot when we depart.
Lachlan's starting to realize that
Make
he
myself
might get his
appear
butt
as
beat
myself.
too.
Oh no! Oh no!
You knew about this?
With a shoe?
Yeah.
There's
the
Moby.
shoe.
Oh shit!
Flat shoe?
Yes.
Yeah, where's Moby?
Oh gosh. Party just finished up a glorious meal provided by Callista as a hero's feast. I believe it provides you. Is it you're immune to poison? Is it immunity to poison, or is it resistance to poison? I think it has something to do with poison and something to do with fear.
Immune to poison and fear. Immune to poison and fear.
You guys are all immune to poison and fear. And I think advantage on wisdom saving throws, I believe?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So, yeah, you
And
guys...
if we were ill, like if we had any diseases, it's automatically cured.
Gotcha.
Not that we have any, but...
Does anybody still have any ailments from the Yeenagu fight? Or did you guys
No,
take care of all that?
unfortunately.
Okay, I wanted to
No, we took care of that.
because that would have been something that would a Hero's Feast would have taken care of for you if it hadn't. Okay,
I think we restoed people.
so Ashlyn, was there anything that you wanted to do?
I would just
or
like to point
say
out that
before you guys took your long rest, or
I went into the. Just when we got back to the room, I went to ask Uncle Molfin, "Do you think Auntie will like me? I know I'm different, but
I dare say she's probably going to like you more than she'll like me tomorrow.
okay, because I'm nervous about meeting the rest of the family.
Yeah, this
I
is
know
the
you
perfect
like
time.
me, and Lachlan liked me, and Moby liked me, but I don't know about the rest of everyone. You know?
I'm sure you will do fine. Perhaps you should introduce yourself before. As once... No, let's just say it shan't be pretty.
Okay.
But
That's it.
in an odd fact, for the first time in a long time, I will at least appear to be myself tomorrow.
Well, that'll be fun and different. Good night.
On par.
Ashlyn gets comfortable in bed. Did during the Hero's Feast, did Molfin give Lachlan the sword?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Lachlan, you've got that.
Sweet.
You've got that sword now. Also, Ashlyn, you discover that those two swords that you took out of that guy's hand that was with Dorn, they're both magic swords.
Oh.
And I will throw it in
Actually,
the chat.
And Molfin would actually spend a little time with that ring he pulled out of the ash, too.
Oh, yeah, that is a magical
That's
ring
true.
as well. That is a magical ring of it's a resistance to cold. These, I'm gonna share them. I can't share them in my Discord, so I'm gonna have to share them in the Roll20, but maybe somebody can pass the information on for me. Let's see if this is These are magical swords. They're both the same sword. So it's like a pair, but they're called glacier blades.
Cool.
What?
They're a very rare short sword. They do +1 attack damage rolls. You have fire resistance when you're attuned to them.
What?
And when you're in freezing temperatures, the blade sheds bright blue light in a 10-foot radius. So they kind of glow in freezing temperatures. As a bonus action, you can speak the weapon's command word to cause the blade to freeze over with a thin layer of magical ice. And when you hit with an attack while it's frozen over, it does an additional 1d6 cold damage.
What?
You can also, it has
Useful against water cults.
It has 6 charges, and you can cast a Ray of Frost with 1 charge, or Ice Knife with 2 charges out of the swords. It basically shoots the thin layer of ice off of it, and then you kind of got to use a bonus action again to relayer it. When you draw the weapon, you extinguish all non-magical flames within 30 feet of you.
Great.
And that property
Cool.
can only be used once, like, per hour, I think is what it said. Yeah. So, yeah.
I wonder if Lachlan would want these too.
I don't think I can use regular swords.
I thought you could use short swords.
Oh,
Yeah, they're short swords.
possible.
I will talk to him tomorrow.
Cool.
Is that ring I found, does that require attunement?
I don't remember. Let me check.
I can look it up, don't worry about it.
It should be in there. Is it just a ring of, I believe it's just a ring of resistance, or, yeah, it should be a ring of resistance. I'm thinking it is.
Requires attunement, yep.
Yeah, I think all the resistance rings require attunement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Molfin will offer that to if anyone wants it.
Okay.
I don't think I can. I don't
Anyone?
have all- No.
Stick it back in his pocket for a rainy day.
Gotcha. And you guys all wake up very late at night. It is now, the sun has set. It is dark. You guys have got a day's rest. Filled up on a hero's feast. Surprisingly enough, Molfin, your stomach isn't growling quite as much as it normally does. After having all that meal. It doesn't do anything.
It does serve 12.
It does a little bit for your fearfulness as well about the whole situation, as currently you're immune to fear. I'm not sure you'd be immune to the wrath of your wife. I don't know if a hero's feast would even be enough for that.
I do not believe there's magic enough to prevent that.
So, where do you guys go from here?
I'm gonna take the time in the morning to ritually cast water breathing and water walking, because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay. Spending those spells, or ritual cast, so you're ritual casting those.
Ritual cast.
I think water breathing is 24 hours, 8 hours?
Yep.
It's 24.
24 hours. Water walk is 1 hour.
1 hour, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And of course, I give Molfin his good berries.
Molfin gets his
because
good...
that spell's always perma taken off.
Appreciate it. Now, I'm going to attempt to teleport us to this decrepit willow tree that I saw next to the lighthouse. Should something awry happen, as a strange person I heard once say, well, hold on to your butts. And Molfin's going to gather everyone together and start casting teleport.
Here we go.
Right. Here we go. You can go ahead and I
Black
believe,
Lightning with their
I
swords!
believe you have to make is it a D100 roll for teleport?
Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to. Hold on. I forgot to
Yeah,
get
because
a. There you go.
I can use long swords. I just found this out.
Can you?
you can use long swords.
I don't think I can't sneak attack with them. That's why.
There we
Oh,
go.
okay.
Because they're not finesse.
Right.
Oh,
20
okay.
short swords.
I mean, sure. Yeah. I mean, if you're not
So
gonna
it
use
says GM
Okay.
rolls the D100 according to this.
Oh, really?
So if
Fantastic.
you want, I can do it, or you can. But
I'll roll it. I've got my. I'll just do it right here. Boom. Okay. I've got my number.
okay. I'm assuming this would fall under viewed once.
Viewed once.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so you begin to cast your spell. You guys are all in this circle.
Okay.
You guys have gripped your hands together. You guys all give yourselves one last look in your eyes. You guys,
Oh, water walk.
as you guys realize that Molfin is casting teleport, and he's not really familiar with where he's going. So you guys are kind of gripping a little bit tighter. He casts his incantations, and you guys feel that weightlessness and that rush, that exuberance, like just travel through the inner core of your body. Like it almost like has this chilling effect on you, and you just see these lights just like flashing by your eyes quickly and rapidly. And then all of a sudden you guys appear together holding hands right next to a rotting, weeping willow tree in the midst of some kind of strange broken village. The on target was 74 through 100 for viewed once. I rolled an 80 on the D100.
Jesus.
Nice.
So you
Well done,
guys,
Molfin.
you guys appeared right where you wanted them to pop out, Molfin.
like a glove.
But
Well done.
immediately, you guys hear things around you. Like it sounds like it's a village. Like there's people here, and there's motion. There's people moving around. Like you can see silhouetted images around as you guys appear next to this tree. What do you do?
I
Pass
can.
without a trace.
Okay,
Okay, I can do that.
pass without a trace.
I was gonna say I can hide when covered with light foliage because I'm a wood elf and I always forget I can do that. So
Oh yeah, you do. You do.
I'm so jealous of your full wood elfness.
don't be. It's no great shakes. You're awesome.
TY.
IW.
I can attempt to help, but it will tap me quite a bit. I can make up to 4 of us invisible.
All right, I'll be hiding behind the tree.
I can
I'm
make.
good. I'm just gonna
I-
lurk in a shadow.
No, I have to hold pass without a trace for now.
I suppose we'll just go like this. And upon landing, realizing, oh crap, I still haven't cast my spell, Molfin will cast Seeming on himself.
Okay.
And for the first time in months, you see Molfin.
The original Molfin.
The old Molfin,
Long
wearing
time no
the
see.
same blue, like the same robes he had on, but again with the sort of blue cloak
Gray.
and the little Harper emblem that he had given to the simulacrum.
Very cool.
You know how it is when you haven't seen your friend's face since Corona started because of the masks? I imagine that it's the same
That's
feeling.
exactly what we're dealing with right now.
I forgot what you look like.
Okay.
Handsome son of a gun.
So you start to hear, like, it sounds like 3 or 4 individuals walking kind of in your direction. What do you guys do?
I'm hiding behind some trees.
Okay, go ahead. And...
Like, do they look like they're like seeing us and walking toward us, or just?
It's very dark. You do see some torches like lit around the place, but it's very dark in this village.
Hiding.
Hiding? Okay. Yeah.
I act natural.
Anybody who's hiding can make stealth checks with advantage, and as long as you're next to Callista, I believe you get a +10 advantage because it's very dark here, and there's a lot of things like buildings and other trees kind of growing up in between. There's a lot of things to hide behind here.
So
Wow. 43.
36.
43.
As close as I can get.
It's like a D100.
Plus
36.
Plus 10, Molfin, so that's a 31 for you.
Yeah, 31.
36.
Wow.
36.
Yeah, no one's seeing you. None of you. Okay, so you do see a few individuals. It looked like
Diana.
Oh, Diana didn't. Oh, you didn't roll. Oh, what did you end up with?
No, I feel like Diana was just gonna act natural.
No, I think I would grab Diana and pull her back
you
into
pull
the
her back
shadows
in.
with me.
All right.
Okay.
I know
Roll for that.
you're like walking out, and all of a sudden this hand like reaches out and just pulls you back. Yeah, you can roll your stealth check.
This nat 20 hand pulls you back.
I rolled an 11, so plus whatever, plus
Okay.
0, then plus 10, 21.
21.
Yeah. So, as you're watching these people walk by, it just looks like people wearing like simple leathers. A couple of them are carrying like buckets and stuff. It just looks like people working or milling about doing things. It doesn't even look like they're really like paying any attention to like looking out for anybody like you sneaking up in. So they just walk.
They had that X logo that we saw.
Make a perception check with disadvantage because it's very dark. Even with dim light vision and dark vision here, it's just you can just see grays. 20. Yeah, you do catch a glimpse. One of them kind of reflects a little bit of light, and you can see they do have that symbol wearing around their neck.
I'm sorry, what symbol?
That same one.
It looks like an
wizard.
It looks like an X,
Oh, okay.
but it has like a closed. It's like a triangle with it.
Oh,
like
right.
like at the bottom. So I have to
Okay.
draw it.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that.
So
Yep.
this is the Arcane Brotherhood?
Top hourglass.
No, that's the logo of
No, this would be a weird.
the Crushing Wave water elemental cult.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
This sort of thing. I just attempted to draw it on there. It's hideous, but it serves a purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, I drew it for Sarah, who's not in roll 20.
I will get in roll 20 post haste.
I can drop it in Discord for you.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
Okay.
looks like.
So as
Sorry,
soon as
I'm
they're
on
past,
top.
Molfin is looking at the group. Okay, the lighthouse is right
Okay.
there. Let's just,
Let's go.
if we're doing this, let's just get this over with.
Yeah, you guys with those
Before I decide to leave.
with those stealth checks, you guys are gonna have no problem heading up through, like dodging in and out of shadows between buildings. There's one part where like Diana goes to come out, and then you realize there's a person standing on like the front porch of one of these places. And Callista grabs Diana and pulls her back into the shadows once again, and you guys sneak around that house. It looks kind of like some of them are like wooden cabins and log cabins. It looks very colonial kind of in nature, and it looks like there was some like there's some of the buildings are like broken, almost as if they like got damaged somehow within the time that's spent here. You do notice as you approach the lighthouse, it's very tall, and there's these tendrils of like deep navy blue that kind of seep out, and you see them almost kind of fade away as they like these fingers going in all directions, even climbing up a little bit above the lighthouse, and they kind of seem to dissipate at about the same spot. It's almost like at the very end they kind of spread out like a hand and then just dissipate. Molfin, you notice the portcullis that was closed in your vision is open. The front door of this place is hanging wide open.
How tall is it?
How tall is this tower? Are you gonna run right up it?
Mhm.
This tower is. I need to look up how tall lighthouses are. Height.
She's
of
in the basement though, right?
Lighthouses.
We know.
Lighthouse.
I don't know if we know she.
List,
You're muted.
list of
At-
tallest lighthouses.
Thank you.
Let's see. Okay, the Statue of Liberty is 305 feet. So I'm gonna say this.
The Cape Romaine Lighthouse in South Carolina is 150.
I'm gonna say about 150 feet. That was where my gut was telling me. It's about 150 feet high.
12 seconds to run up to the top.
You're running up to the top? Okay.
Yes.
As you're running up, I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Okay, I'm gonna lose. Okay, what do I do with my...
This energy field that's like go up and around, is this anything like the thing that was protecting the Elven village, or
It
a missile.
didn't
it doesn't
Yeah.
it doesn't look similar.
Alright, and I get advantage against spells, magical effects. Is this a spell or magical effect?
This is considered a magical effect. Yes. So you have advantage.
Okay. Alright,
Yo, welcome.
thank you. 24.
24 is exactly what you needed to succeed on this.
whoa?
As
What is this?
All of
Damn.
a sudden, you almost see this. It's happening so quick, but this funnel of wind just starts to swoosh rapidly around the outside of the lighthouse as you guys are watching Ashlyn run up it. She almost loses her footing, but kind of buries her head down. And then that wind starts to take some sort of shape, and it almost looks like some kind of worm or reptilian kind of creature made out of air. It's just like doing the best it can to try to knock Ashlyn off of the lighthouse. What do you all do?
How far are we from the door?
20 feet.
Can I shout, go get her? I'll distract this.
Molfin's going to reach up, touch himself, cast invisibility. Actually, let me rephrase that. Molfin is going to misty step into the doorway.
Okay.
And then cast invisibility on himself.
Okay. You watch Molfin disappear. Heading towards the door.
I also cast invisibility at 3rd level, so the rest of us are invisible.
Okay. Everybody goes invisible as you guys enter the
Except for
door.
me.
Ashlyn, you make your way to the top of the lighthouse where the source of this kind of strange navy bluish purple glow is coming from. And you step over the railing and look within. There might have been glass at one point in here, but it's just completely open, and there's just these like darkened pillars that hold the roof of this lighthouse up. And floating inside this area, you can see there is. It looks like a pristine gem.
Oh, good. I thought you were gonna say beholder.
It's-
It looks like a beholder inside a monster.
Surprise! No, it's
Oh my god.
there's this gem and it's floating in there. It's like hovering,
Okay.
and that those tendrils kind of just cascade out, and it just one of the tendrils just kind of goes through you and then out, and
Does it hurt?
nope, just passes right through you.
Come off when like this.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
I know.
Oh, Ashlyn. Yeah, this is Ashlyn.
Do it!
Do it. Oh, do it.
It's pretty, and he'll think it's a
Do
nice
it!
present.
Do
Oh
it.
god. Okay.
Yes!
Okay, I reach out and I try to take the light,
Hey, as
the orb.
you go to reach out, you get to where the glass would have been, and your hand hits
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
and you can't get past it. There's some kind of invisible barrier there.
Okay.
Do monks have ignore force field?
I wish. Okay. So I can't see anything though. It's just
what,
like
what
goes
exactly?
against this.
What exactly are you trying to
Monk.
see? Like you're trying to see
Uh,
something there. You don't see anything. It's just like there's like an invisible barrier there. Like no matter where you push against, it's like there's a piece of glass there, but there's not a piece of glass. It's like you're doing the mime right now.
Can I see runes? Would Ashlyn know that? Ashlyn wouldn't know runes. God damn it, Ashlyn!
She's been with us long enough.
Yeah.
She's been with us
Like
long
those are
enough.
the
She might have
symbols
picked
they
it up.
always look at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there those
Look for
shiny
symbols.
things?
Make
There
make
you go.
I'll
make
look for
make an
symbol.
Arcana check.
Yeah, let's
Magic
go.
pictures.
Oh, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Do
Okay,
it.
you can.
One of my inspirations, so
Yep.
that's not good. But that is a 18 minus 1.
Okay.
Hey.
You
17, not bad.
Yeah.
you don't see any runes,
Oh
but you do believe this is some kind of magical barrier.
no.
And
I will
as
kick
you're
it.
sitting there kind of pondering and you're like, I'm gonna kick it.
Yeah.
You can feel like what seems like something breathing on the back of your neck.
Oh, okay.
And you turn around and just look face to face, and there is something hovering there, massive, with wings that almost look like bird wings. They're going, but it looks like it's almost made out of wind, lightning,
Cool.
in a storm. And it appears to be some type of almost like, if you can imagine, like a like if you've seen the movie Spirited Away,
Mhm.
that dragon, that stylistic dragon, like that is what's
Mhm.
staring at you right in the face. And
Oh, that's awesome.
and we'll get back to you in just a minute.
Okay.
Because the rest of you are inside the lighthouse, invisible.
Big yikes. Oh, excellent. Please scream if you need help, baby.
We don't have like teleportation circle up or anything. It's gonna be hard.
You guys enter the lighthouse, and it's dark inside. In the light, the little light that there is that cascades through the portcullis door, just it has this elongated, just streak of light. It kind of peers in on the stony floor. You do notice there are 2 staircases that lead up. It looks like to another chamber above. And there is 1 spiral staircase that seems to lead down.
Now, I can't remember. When asking Dorn, did he say where in the lighthouse she was, or just she was in the lighthouse?
I thought he said in the depths of the White House. Didn't he?
I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if he said in the depths.
Within
or
the Great Lighthouse. is what
within the
down, what I
lighthouse.
transcribed.
So
But we know that where she was looked
Dark.
dungeony.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, but they could have a room upstairs that looks that way.
Ugh, I just had deja vu. That was really weird.
what deja vu?
I don't know. Close is having deja vu, and she's. Okay.
Well, if we start by down, the only way we can go is up after that.
Yeah.
Actually, give me a second here. I have to check something because I just had an idea.
while you guys are doing that, Ashlyn, roll initiative for me.
Sure.
Oh no.
She just jumped off the
17.
tower.
Yeah, I could. This is true.
Perfect. Molfin's gonna look at the group. I may have a potential idea. It will take a few moments, but
What do you got?
I can cast myself into the ethereal plane. It will enable me to traverse in between walls vertically, up, down.
Oh.
I can still see through back to my original plane.
Right.
Brilliant.
But you'll be alone if you find her.
Yes, but I will also be in a parallel plane, not at risk. Unlike, well, I really don't know what that light is.
Is Ashlyn okay up there? We haven't from her yet, have we?
I don't know.
Ashlyn, what'd you roll?
A 17.
Okay, you go first. What would you like to do?
I would like to say in Draconic, I'm sorry. How are you?
Okay.
And then I'd like to
Hello.
run. Then I'd like to run. No, I'll just stay there.
You stay
That's
there?
what I would do.
All right.
Yeah.
Its turn. It does not. It looks at you. It doesn't really comprehend. And it just opens its mouth and goes. And
Is that a spoken language?
it is not a language. It is just some kind of
'Cause I can
terrible
understand
roar.
all languages. Okay.
Bestial.
It's salivating. It's hungry.
And it's
Yeah.
going to go ahead and make 2 attacks against you. As it
Okay.
basically is going to it sweeps around rapidly and it basically headbutts you as it's swinging back and forth
Okay.
with its form.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll both these attacks. Wow, you got lucky. The first one is only a 19.
Okay, that one hit.
That one won't hit. Okay, so you duck out of the
No,
way of the
well-
first, and then it sweeps.
Yeah.
And it sweeps by. The second one is a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That'll hit. Okay, so you are going
Barely.
to suffer 23 points of thunder damage
Ooh,
as it
okay.
slams into you with a
Oh.
crack of thunder. It seems like the lighthouse begins to just quake a little bit, and you guys all feel it down below.
Okay.
Do we feel that it's
Oh.
coming from up top?
Yes. Because some of the
Bloody hell.
some dust and a couple little pebbles fall down within the room while you guys are invisible.
Okay. I will say in primordial, because Ashlyn thinks that's a great idea, or elemental, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's primordial.
I'm really sorry about that. Ouch. And I'm gonna take a hit at it.
Okay. Sure.
So, wait, does falling count as an action, Michael?
I will,
It's important.
I will allow you to fall.
Is that a free action or is it action?
It is, but I'm going to consider it in these circumstances. If you don't disengage, it can still take a swipe out at you.
What if I hit it first? Because then it can't take a swipe at me. Because I don't provoke attacks of opportunity.
Oh, you don't provoke attacks of opportunity if you hit? Is that the way it works?
Not with mobile.
Okay, gotcha.
Even
Yeah.
if I don't
Yeah,
hit
so you'll be fine. Yeah, you can fall.
So I want to hit it, run 70 feet, then fall the other 70.
Okay, sure. So go ahead and make an attack roll
And even
against
if I
it.
don't hit it.
Monks.
Okay.
Monks.
Let's see.
And it
There's my
swung around the lighthouse and it's coming in for another round. It looks like it's about ready to headbutt you
Okay,
again.
okay. 24 for the first one.
24 hits.
Okay. So I'm gonna do a little damage to it. I'm sorry, guy. 6 plus 7 is 13.
13 points of damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna run away from it for 70 feet, and then I'm gonna fall the rest of the way.
Okay, so you're just
fall.
you're going into, so you're falling down, so you're landing down on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. You guys here, after that rumbling, you can see outside that Ashlyn has just landed on her feet, in front of the doorway. Make a stealth check for me.
They have a problem.
Make an additional stealth check for me, Ashlyn. This time without advantage, but you still,
All right.
would they get the +10 now with Pass Without a Trace? Not anymore. Yeah. So this is
Because I'm holding invincibility right now.
Yep, a regular.
Oh,
I'll use my other advantage.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wait.
There you go.
Wait. I will use, my other
You
advantage.
got your
Yep.
nat 20
So
too.
that is, yeah.
You
I'm
do
gonna
have a
just-
nat. Yeah, don't
Yeah,
you?
you have
yeah.
a nat 20.
I might have to hit the thingy. Sorry, it keeps falling off.
butt
So
chicken.
she might have to hit the thingy she ticked off.
I rolled a nat 20.
Nat 20.
I rolled a nat 20.
Yes. Yeah, that's enough.
Yes!
So you land. You just land with a nice soft 70-foot landing, I guess. And yeah, you guys see Ashlyn. I think that's your entire movement though, so you can't run into the.
Yep.
Okay.
No.
So it's gonna go.
Unless I dash. I'm fine.
And I said the height was about 150 feet.
Yes, I take 10 points or 10 feet of falling damage.
You do take 10 feet of.
Oh no!
So that's 1d6, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
You take 4 points.
Okay.
4 points of bludgeoning damage. The creature flies rapidly, chasing down after you. Gets within 20 feet of you with its movement as it's swirling around this
Okay.
tower. And
Ooh.
it opens up its jaws, and you can see lightning starting to crackle inside its mouth.
Mhm.
And it is going to do this lightning blast towards you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as lightning just shoots down towards you, Ashlyn.
Do we also need dex saves? Are we in that path?
You're not in that path because you guys are in the lighthouse. She's on the
Okay.
front porch, kind of.
Gotcha.
It cannot see you. It can only see her.
Okay.
I realized I didn't roll my portents before we left.
Do that.
Alright,
Oh
I-
god.
Nice one.
I failed, but I'm gonna spend a key point to roll it again
Okay.
because I rolled a
Do it.
14.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll a 23 this time.
23 is enough to save. So you're going to take half damage. So you're going to take.
Well, I've got evasion.
So you don't take any damage as you kind of dodge out of the way as this
No.
lightning strike hits. Yeah.
Literally dodging lightning.
Yeah, you dodge the lightning as it hits the
Literally.
ground, and you jump out of the way and do like a little barrel roll off the ground.
Zuko should have took pointers from Ashlyn, just saying.
That's right. And things seems to be just like barreling down after you.
Oh, crap.
What do the rest of you do? As you can see, Ashlyn
being
just
a
jumped out of the
massive-
way of a massive lightning strike that hit the ground, and
Ru-
now there seems to be like thunder kind of brewing around, and it seems like if this continues on, it might alert other individuals of your presence.
We gotta go silence
running
this thing.
outside.
Yep, running out there.
Or Misty stepping outside if I can get away with bonus
Morning,
action
then.
Misty step.
Okay. Yeah, Missy stepping outside. Okay, if you guys are headed outside, anybody who's headed outside, you guys can go ahead and roll initiative for me, and I'll put you on the order. What was yours again? It was a
Okay, I'm gonna-
17 for Ashlyn?
Mhm.
I'm gonna burn my my other inspiration on my initiative roll here.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Don't be
I was gonna be helpful and
No,
distracted.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
debating what Callista would do.
I got a 9.
Really, I rolled a 12 and a 12.
Ugh.
Lovely.
So what's that make your total,
I
Molfin?
think-
Just a 12?
Well, 14.
14?
I got a +2. Why is it still asking me to roll again?
Diana had a 9. Lachlan, what'd you have?
Indeed.
A 6.
6.
Ooh. Did you not one?
That one.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got
wow.
one.
Krista, what'd you have?
She hasn't run out yet, but I rolled a 12.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this in,
I'm
in
invisible.
order. You're invisible. Yeah, you guys are all invisible, I believe, right?
Currently.
Oh,
Yeah.
Molfin not anymore. If Molfin
Well,
gets-
yeah, you used
out
Misty
there,
Step,
so-
so.
But I will whisper.
I was. Callista was gonna tell you to go, and we would take care of it, and I was gonna tell you to go do your ethereal bullshit, but.
Okay, I'm
so
gonna go
much for
ahead. I'm
that.
gonna go ahead and change the music. Little less upbeat, a little more upbeat stuff going on here. So go ahead and put that on there. All right. Let's start at the top of the order. Ashlyn.
I am so sorry, guys. I didn't notice the thing, and then I tried to take the orb. Uncle Muffin, there's this really glowy orb up top. Anyway, duck, and I would try to. It's 20 feet away from me.
Yeah, it's 20 feet above you. It looks like it's like barreling down, like flying down towards you guys.
Alright. I'm gonna. I never do this. Let's try this. I'm gonna spend a key point. No, I don't have to do a key point for that. Sorry. I will do a thing where I take my I got a Kenzai monk weapon. Okay. I'm gonna make my longbow a Kenzai weapon for bonus action. Or not. It is a Kenzai weapon, but I mean I'm gonna make it into that
The +3.
+3.
Okay, you
Yeah.
got it. Sure. So that's your bonus
So
action
that
to do that.
Yeah, and that takes
Oh, I
that's
lost
bonus action, and then I'm gonna for my action I'm gonna attack it twice. My Kenzai one. So sorry. Okay, so the first one is a 23.
Okay. What I need you to do for me
Oh no.
is,
Okay.
because this creature seems to be comprised of heavy wind, these attack rolls with your bow are going to be made with disadvantage,
Oh bummer. Okay.
as the wind is really picking up out here.
I rolled higher that time, so that was with disadvantage. So
Yeah,
23.
definitely hits. You can roll your damage.
Okay, so that is D plus 8. So that's 14 points damage for the first roll.
14, you got it.
And then for the second one, it's gonna be 10. So another 23. I rolled the 10 again.
23?
Disadvantage.
Oh,
So
yeah.
23
Yeah, that hits.
for another 14 points damage.
Another 14.
Then I'm gonna take the dodge. I'm gonna take another Kenzai point and do key point. Sorry, and do a dodge.
Do dodge? Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's it.
So Ashlyn kind of backing up, taking these two quick shots from her bow as you guys are watching. It's starting to rain. And it is now its turn.
Rain.
It's going to move down towards you, Ashlyn. And
Mhm.
it is going to... Well, first, let's see if its lightning ability recharges. It does not.
Good.
It's going to go ahead and make, once again, two more of these kind of like headbutt thunder slam attacks against you as it swoops down towards you. That one's going to miss again. The first one misses. You kind of dodge out of the way of that one, but the second one is going to be a 30 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Oh wait, that's is that with disadvantage?
Oh, I didn't make it with disadvantage. So the first one misses.
Because I'm taking the dodge.
Yep.
Action,
Let me roll
right?
again, and that one's better. So a 30
Okay.
with disadvantage.
Okay.
That's going to be another 23 points of thunder damage as thunder cracks again as
Sure.
it slams its head into you and you fall back just the slightest bit. That ends its turn, bringing us to actually, and it has an ability called Flyby, so it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks when it flies out of your reach. So it actually just swoops down and it's going to fly about 40 feet up into the air and kind of look over its shoulder back at you as it's kind of swirling about. That brings us to Molfin.
Okay.
Molfin, you just missed a step outside.
At this thing, and now looking at this thing, do I get the feeling this is a creature or is this like a spell effect? Looking at this.
Yeah, I don't think Molfin would have had any experience with something like this. This is new to Molfin.
Ooh.
But it definitely looks like, basically it looks sort of like a giant elemental lizard dragon thing.
Kinda, yeah. That's the vibe you're getting.
What? Bloody hell. I know I have it somewhere. I just gotta find where it sits on my bloody sheet. Of course I can't find it, but I can do it from the bleeding hand, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Molfin is just gonna reach out and cast Banishment.
Oh,
Okay.
Hmm.
Banishment, I believe, is
So
a saving
it's
throw.
to make a... Yep. I'm guessing I'm just gonna... For some reason, even though I can do it from the hand, it's not popping up for me, so I gotta grab it the other way. That is a charisma save.
Charisma saving throw. That is
18.
a 27.
Well, okay then.
So as you cast your spell and reach up towards it, nothing seems to happen. It is still there, and it's still looking down towards Ashlyn, because I believe you're still invisible. Are you invisible as well?
No, when I missed it,
Yeah, so you're
I
not.
appeared.
Okay, so you're appeared. So now it's kind of directing its attention to both of you.
Well,
run into the tower.
Yeah, I'm gonna just.
Uh,
Yeah, that seems appropriate.
and Molfin's gonna misty step back into the
Into the tower.
Retreat, yeah.
Kristy's already putting an F in chat.
Yeah.
As Molfin Misty steps back into the tower, ending his turn safely in the tower. That does bring us to Callista.
Did not want to leave.
Well, all right. Well, that was a waste of a spell slot, but it seems like we have no choice. We have to get rid of this thing quickly. So
I'm sorry.
No, this isn't your fault, Ashlyn. It's fine. This is
Kind of my fault.
I blame Molfin for not going quickly and running out when he didn't need to. So I'm going to cast. Don't give me. I'm casting Ice Storm
Ice Storm.
Ah.
All right.
at 5th level, because why the hell not?
Cool. Is that a saving throw that it has to make?
Dex save of 18, or it takes half.
18 or takes half.
I rolled like shit.
Oh boy, you're not gonna like that roll. That's a
Hmm,
natural
well.
20 for a 29.
Wow! So it takes half of 19.
Half of 19. Okay, so that's what.
Yeah, I rolled like crap. I should have rolled in real
9.
life.
Is that
I
9?
shouldn't have used roll 20.
9.
9.
9.
9 points of that's cold damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Cold damage.
Gotcha. Yeah, you. Describe to us what that looks like.
So I probably would need to like at least get to the door, like the threshold of the cullis, portcullis. So I feel like she kind of just like winds up her hand, and in a very like contrasting view, you're used to seeing this hand encased in fire, and in a similar vein, it kind of just freezes over, and it's almost like this ball of ice energy, and she just shoots it up, and
Perfect.
it encases it
Awesome.
in a cone.
Yeah, it seems to kind of do this like swirling as this is happening, and it doesn't seem to take the full impact of your attack. Anything?
Ice isn't really my thing. Fire's more my thing.
Are you still
But,
concentrating on the invisibility, or did you let that go?
Nope,
when-
that drops. That
So
drops.
everybody who was invisible
'Cause-
due to Callista, you're
I
no
think
longer
it's-
invisible.
I think it's when you cast a spell, it like
Yep.
yeah,
It drops.
yeah.
All right, Callista. Anything else?
That's okay.
Technically, you'd still have some movement if you
Um,
wanted to move back into the lighthouse. You could.
Kristy, real quick, your invisibility would drop, but if Ice Storm's not concentration, lock
Oh,
them.
that's true. So that yes, I maintain concentration on those two.
Oh,
but
really? Is that how it
mine
works?
drops.
Oh, cool.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is
cool.
correct.
On it. She's just no longer invisible.
Oh, gotcha.
So
I lose mine when I attack a cast.
Right,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you-
So what I'll actually do is I have a bonus action left.
Mhm.
So I'm going to turn into an air elemental because that has resistance to lightning.
Nice.
Wonderful. Cool.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Awesome. That's fantastic. This creature is going to expend 2 legendary actions and is going to shoot lightning from its eyes towards Ashlyn.
Okay.
Ashlyn, you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm good at those. 28.
28 succeeds, so you take no damage as you jump out of the way of another lightning strike from this creature.
Okay.
Looks like it's getting very, very angry and frustrated with you, Ashlyn. And that brings us to Diana. Diana's turn.
Seeing the way that Molfin ran out and then immediately ran back in, I feel like it's Diana's impression that she should dip. So I'm going to try to cast Fairy Fire on this creature. It's within, I think it's within my range. 30 feet, I believe, is the range, or 60.
Fairy Fire might be 60 feet. You would have to move to the door where you could actually, like, see it. I think Fairy Fire
I cannot find. Oh, that's because Fairy Fire is not technically a cleric spell. It's from my domain.
And it's
So it's not on my list of cleric
It's
spells.
spelled
Interesting.
differently to Fairy Fire. Here we go.
It's a 60-foot range.
Yep, you can hit it.
Sorry, I was muted. I looked it up.
All right, then. I shall throw a Fairy Fire at it and
Dexterity save.
Look.
So it's going to make a
Yes.
dexterity saving throw.
roll it at 1.
One better.
Neither
I
to make
rolled a
it-
2.
Okay.
But it's going to expend a legendary resistance to succeed instead. So the Fairy Fire does not take.
That's good.
Okay.
Good thing.
Diana does that, and then she runs back into the tower.
Runs back in.
No.
And as soon as you cast your spell, if you were invisible, you're now visible. As soon as you cast that. For its move, it's going to use its last legendary action to move 30 feet higher. It's now about 70 feet above you guys. And that brings us to Lachlan. Who's still invisible.
All right. Still invisible. I'm gonna run outside here.
Okay.
And this thing's hovering 30 feet about right. I guess the only
it's
thing
like
I can do.
it's like 70 feet up, hovering, kind of, and it's now starting to, like, the rain is like picking up, and it's starting to kind of pour in this area, and the wind is like thrashing about.
Dramatic. I like it. I'm gonna pull out the oath bow. I'm gonna see what poison does this. I'm gonna knock a poison arrow, and I'm going to, while I'm invisible, fire at it, which I imagine I'd normally have advantage in that circumstance, but do I get disadvantage because of this wind around it?
It'd be a straight roll.
that-
Yep.
Okay.
The wind is going to cancel out your invisible advantage.
Gotcha. Well, let's
Don't you have a nat 20?
He isn't at 20.
You're saving it. Okay, guys.
We'll see. 26. Does that hit?
26 does hit.
Right. So that's gonna be, and it was a poison arrow. Sneak attacking. Shoop.
Does sneak attack?
Okay.
Does sneak attack work if you don't have advantage?
I think if you have disadvantage, it doesn't work.
Okay.
Oh, you're right. I don't get sneak attack. I don't.
I'm just trying to figure out. I think
You're
you
right.
would still have to have the advantage.
Right.
And there's nobody
it's
within 5 feet of
tricky.
it.
You're right. But
Yeah.
I said that damage.
Yeah. How much damage does it do? How much did you?
8 damage.
8 points of damage.
Yeah.
Is that
well-
piercing or is that poison?
That is it's
8 piercing and 1 poison according to the dice roll.
gotcha. Yeah,
Wait.
You're right.
Do-
'Cause
say that
roll it,
again for me. You keep so for some reason, like, the beginning and end keeps cutting out on my headphones. So just say it for me one more time.
8 8 piercing, 1 poison.
8 point piercing. Yeah, definitely makes an impact.
Okay. And then I'm gonna pull out the dancing sword and let's see if this thing comes down to get attacked by it. I'm gonna toss it in the air. I use my bonus action just to toss it and activate it.
What's the command word for the dancing sword, MG?
It's like one of those, the guys that make the cobras dance, like doo-doo-doo-doo. It's like that.
Yes, I love it. Fantastic. So you make these noises, and all of a sudden the dancing sword springs to life and hovers kind of beside you. Looks like it's ready for action. Cool.
And I'm staying outside.
Staying outside? Okay. And you're now visible as you attacked.
Now visible.
And you start to hear in the distance, something's happening at the lighthouse. What's going on? Oh, we gotta send a squad. You start hearing the village
Damn it.
all around get alerted. And it,
Go
it sounds like people hollering back and forth in the midst of all this storm.
As a free action, can I talk to Molfin?
Sure. It's got to be quick.
Go ethereal, find her. We'll keep them busy. Get her out.
I'm just gonna nod.
Okay. Ashlyn, you're up.
I am going to run up the tower and try to get. Can I get within range of this guy, like melee range?
It's not.
If I run
It's
up on
not like
tower?
right up against the tower, so you would still have to.
Okay. How far away is it from the tower? Like 10 feet away?
Probably like.
How high up?
It's 70 foot up, about 25 feet out from the tower.
Would Ashley know about a hypotenuse?
Math.
Just math. Math. What's the... Yeah, the
What are the
hypotenuse.
No. Would Ashley know that you could follow the hypotenuse though?
Would Ashley
not.
know if you could jump off?
Could
would
you,
Ashley
like-
know if you could jump off the side and like push off the side of a building?
Maybe.
Wisdom is all
Run.
about like intuitions and
How,
feelings.
Yeah.
how far can
gut
Ashlyn
feeling.
jump with like a
I'm
10-foot
kinda
run? Like, how far can Ashlyn jump?
Isn't it like double your?
Monks have weird jumps.
It's-
I don't
The
think I have
standard-
it.
The standard rule, if you get a 10-foot running start, is you can jump your strength score.
Your strength score.
I don't have.
But
the
I
strength.
think she has like Step of the Wind or something.
Oh, I do have stuff.
Step of the wind, I don't think increases. Well, it might double your jump.
It,
Look.
I think
look
it doubles your
Look
jump.
at Step of the Wind and see if it says anything about your jumping.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know where anything is under roll 20.
You're good.
I mean, not roll 20. I mean D&D.
Look under
Uh,
features and traits.
Features and traits, yeah.
Okay. Step of the wind. No, that's my. Sorry, guys.
You're all good.
Slow. Oh.
It doesn't even like I can't even search it on D&D Beyond here.
Hey. Step of the wind. Class.
You thought I thought it was
You,
just.
your jump distance is doubled for the turn.
Oh. So what's your strength score?
Yeah,
you can
jump
spend one
distance
key
double.
point.
Okay.
What's your strength
I
score?
can spend one key point to just disengage your dash.
What's
and-
what's your
okay,
what's your strength
I don't
score?
have a strength score though. 0.
No, not the modifier, the score.
Yeah, your score. Not
Oh,
your
oh,
mod- so it'd be
10.
10.
10.
So you could
You
jump,
can jump 20 feet.
20 feet. It's gonna be close.
Ashlyn would do it. Okay, so she's gonna run up the tower
Okay.
and then try to jump back and the snake thing.
Okay. So you're spending a key point to do this. And
Yep.
I think Step of the Wind consumes your bonus action, I believe, as well. It says, I think under there it says.
It's
you
bonus
use
action. Yep.
So that'd be your move, your bonus action, and your leap. I need you, since this is kind of like 5 feet, kind of out of your range, make an acrobatics check for me first.
Sure. 26.
Yes. You think you can get
Okay.
a good shot on this thing. You're only gonna have like one round of swipes here before you
Okay.
begin to fall.
Yeah. No, I want to land on the back of it.
Oh, you want to? Oh, you wouldn't be able to land on it. Right.
Of course she does.
Like you can barely like reach out with your sword to just like slice at this thing,
Okay.
because it's 25
Okay,
feet out and you're jumping 20 feet, so you're like right on the
Okay,
edge.
I will try. All right, I'll try to hit it then.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Okay.
All right. So it is not a.
You're not even 100%
Undead.
sure you can actually land on this thing. So it seems to be made out of wind and lightning and cloud and things like that. You're not even sure.
Yeah, can I just admit it that we all just want to see Ashlyn jump onto a lightning bolt?
Yes. Yes. Of course we
do. You see just that blackened image with the skull like flashing.
The skeleton.
Yeah, the skeleton.
Yep.
24.
A 24 is gonna hit.
Okay. This is 10 for 13 points of slashing damage,
Nice.
and then another. It's glowing. Oh, the blade's not glowing. Okay, so that's gonna be even higher than that. The 29.
Yes. Yeah. You definitely hit.
Okay, and then that's gonna be 9 plus 7 points of damage. So
16.
16.
Nice.
Math. So
Yeah, you
slashing damage.
as you're jumping, you're just slicing through, and you're gouging through something as the sword seems to spark with this electric. You can see almost the lightning kind of like crawling into the sword as you slice through it, and then you plummet the 70 feet that it was up in the air.
Yep.
How you take any damage for that? Being a monk?
Nope.
Nope, none at all.
Nope.
And you just land 3-point stance onto the ground in the midst of all your friends and the pouring rain.
So that was fun. Your turn.
It is the creature's turn. It gets all its legendary actions back at the start of its turn. Does it get its special ability back? Let's find out. It does. Okay.
No.
So
Uh-oh.
it is going to. Ashlyn's the one doing most of the damage to it, so it's going to continue to focus on Ashlyn. It's going to swoop down about 40 feet closer to you, Ashlyn. Its neck starts to glow with that same lightning energy that you saw before, and it opens its jaws and shoots lightning right in your direction, down towards you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Sure. 21.
21 is enough to succeed, and with evasion, you just dodge it again as the lightning just creates this blackened spot on the ground as you dive out of the way.
Nice dodge.
No. Thanks, Locke. That means luck coming from you.
So it's going to stay there about hovering 30 feet away, and that brings us back to Molfin.
Hey, Molfin is going to listen to Callista.
Wow.
And as an
Wow.
action,
Oh my god, they're gonna listen to me?
Wow. This is amazing.
we're going to see what
We
happens.
all had to worship Molfin.
So, Molfin is going to cast Etherealness.
Okay. And I think you have to
As
make
an action.
a wisdom save on this.
And Molfin's good.
And Molfin's good. So, Molfin, you seem to fade into that ethereal plane, that ethereal existence.
And
So
then
proud. Character development, I'm so proud.
and
Listen
Molfin is
to
going
me.
to start just using his full movement straight down through the floor.
Okay,
Mhm.
straight down through the floor. Molfin, one thing that you notice when you go ethereal in this place, you're not alone. When you look all around in the walls of this lighthouse, you see other ghost-like images that almost seem to be
no.
trapped. Even though they're ethereal, they seem to be kind of locked in place within the walls. of this lighthouse.
No.
And their eyes
What
are
does
just
that mean?
their eyes are just like looking around, and they see you. And you just start to hear all these whispers. Just constantly throughout your etherealness. They don't move. They just sit there. And they're talking. They're whispering. But all of it's jumbled together. You just can't make any sense out of it whatsoever. And you start to sink down
is fine.
into the floor. How far can you move?
And then, let me see here. So my movement is 25 feet. So
But
it
they
doesn't give me
can't
any
just
additional
step-
movement.
25 feet? Okay, so you move down like...
Yeah.
You end up like into another chamber below. It looks vacant. Looks like there's some boxes and supplies kind of in the corner. But you can see like there's chambers below here, and they're made from this like really thick kind of darkened stone. From what you can see within your ethereal vision. And that's probably all you get.
And how far down before I get to the next? Like, does it look like there's another floor beneath this one?
You're not sure. You'll have to float down through to see.
Bonus action. I'll Misty step down to the ground.
Okay.
Let's get a little further down.
Okay. You go down farther, and you end up in another chamber. In this chamber, you can see that there are 4 creatures. They look comprised of water, but they're wearing armor.
And they're on the ethereal plane, or are they on?
They're on the physical. Like you're just seeing like this because
Okay.
you can see into the physical
Sort of-
plane, right?
Right.
That's so you're seeing
Yeah.
them, but you're seeing them in kind of like a faded kind of view as you make your way down.
Astral and Shadowrun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it seems like there's some type of water elemental-ish creatures walking around, patrolling with armor and tridents.
Okay. Any doors? Anything that looks like might be cell-ish?
No cells. You do see like pathways leading out of this room. Looks like more like just tunnels that don't have doors.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's all Molfin can do at the moment.
Okay. Ballista, that brings us back to you.
How far up is this creature right now?
About 30 feet.
Perfect. I'm gonna kind of look over to Ashlyn because I'm assuming she understands me now. Use me to get to him. And I'm gonna get up in its space, like at level of 35 feet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit it.
Okay. Guess you're just rolling for attack.
Yeah, 2 slam attacks.
All right.
Plus 8 to hit. Okay. 17?
17,
the first one?
unfortunately, is going to miss.
Okay.
So the wind seems to push your air elemental back a little bit, unable to kind of cut through it.
22.
22 hits.
All right. That is 2d8. Where are my d8s at? 14 damage.
14 damage. Is that bludgeoning?
Yeah,
Is that
magical.
bludgeoning? Magical
Yeah,
bludgeoning?
magical bludgeoning.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I will. Yeah, I don't mind doing this. I'm going to. How high? Ashlyn, you can only jump. Like, if you were to run up the wall, could you jump onto me?
Not from 35 feet out. If you like bridge the gap between my
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna kind of like position my body. I'll take the attack of opportunity. I'll position my body so for Ashlyn's next turn, she can use me as like a springboard with my air.
All right, the attack of opportunity against you is going to be a 30 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
That does 23
That'll hit.
23 points of thunder damage as it smacks you
Which,
with its
is halved.
serpentine tail.
Nice.
So I take 11, 12.
Sounds right.
33, you said?
23.
23?
Yeah, so it'd be
23.
11 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. So that ends Callista's turn. At the end of Callista's turn, it's going to spend 2 legendary actions to fire a lightning strike at Lachlan.
Oh no.
All right.
As lightning zaps down from its
I have to
mouth.
make a-
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw
I'm
for me,
good.
Lachlan.
Diana, you are still
Lachlan the
invisible.
lightning rod.
Dex saving throw?
Dex saving throw.
I'm just gonna give it
I cast a spell. I'm not.
Oh, did you?
invisible anymore.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
What?
What was it?
Does a 21 work?
A 21 succeeds, and you have evasion, so you dive out of the way. As the lightning misses, this creature's getting very frustrated with you, people with evasion.
First one to get hit.
Diana,
Yeah,
you're
there's a reason Molfin is running around in the basement.
Diana, you're up.
It's very interesting. Would Diana be able to tell if it has any sort of resistance to fire, or is that one of those things where I'm gonna have to trial and error cast a spell and find out?
I'm gonna have to try. You guys have never encountered anything like this before, so this is kind of new.
Okay, I don't know why I just went to my roll 20 spell sheet when I literally have my actual spell sheet over here. Okay, it's 30 feet up in the air, right?
Currently, yes.
Huh. Okay. I just had to look up the range on something.
Okay.
Could always heal the Ashlyn. Just
Oh, Ashley needs
saying.
healing.
Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that means
Yeah.
yes.
Those are
Yeah.
All right,
you're-
then.
those of you that are outside now, it is pouring down rain. Like you guys are like, rain is just like pouring off of your faces. Your hair is just completely soaked. It's a mess out here.
Be dangerous.
I said that I ran back into the tower. I will now run back out of the tower, back and forth. Out as far as I can get. My movement is like 30 feet. I don't know what we said. We didn't really specify how far I was running earlier.
Yeah, you can
but-
run back into the tower if that's what you want to do. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna run out of it.
She wants
I
to run
already-
out.
Yeah, you're
I
running
already
out
run back
out
in.
into the rain. Yeah.
Okay. And if I'm within 60 feet of Ashlyn, I will cast Healing Word for.
Oh yeah. You're definitely within that range.
Is this a D4?
A D4 is
No, the D4 is the pyramid.
It's the little pyramid.
Is this a D4?
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
You got it.
Okay, so I'm confused by how it works. So
One of the numbers is going to be sitting up the right way.
up top.
Right, it may not be up top, it may be at the bottom. Just look whichever one is sitting proper orientation.
So it's down here.
No, so if you look at pick one of the flat sides that's facing you. One
Yes.
of the numbers is going to be pointing the right direction. The others are going to be angled or
3.
3. Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what's your
Exactly.
what's your bonus on that? I think you add your spellcasting.
Yes,
that.
my spellcasting multiplier, which is my spell attack bonus is 10, but I don't think that's
It's probably a
Usually
5
Probably
for
five.
damage.
probably.
Yeah. So that'd be 8 points that you're healed, Ashlyn, as a quick prayer to El Mater.
Thank you. Thank you.
Boost you up a little
Yes,
bit.
it's 5. Okay. Yes.
Perfect. And now I think that's
And
a bonus
then-
action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is so.
Dash back into the tower.
For my action, what was it?
You can dash back into the tower.
I don't really. I don't want to leave you out here by yourself.
Dash in a bonus action.
I still.
Oh, okay.
I still have some spears that we were given by some merfolk. So
Wow, that's
Yeah, good one.
old school.
I'm just gonna throw a two-handed. Can I throw a two-handed spear at it?
Well, it would be just be a throw, so it'd just be a regular D6 damage with the spear. But you can, of course.
All right. It is the only thing that is non-magical. I don't want to waste any of my spell slots.
Unfortunately, you'll have to
So-
make this because of the wind. It will be made with disadvantage if you throw it.
That's fine. I will use my well-behaved dice for it.
Your well-behaved dice. Yes. I don't have any well-behaved dice.
Green set likes me. The marbled set is like it's got something against me. Oh,
Well, if you need well-behaved dice, make sure to check out Little Dragon.
There you go.
exactly.
Yes. Nice.
Well done. Well done.
done.
Do I keep my attack bonus? Like if it's a +7 for a spear two-handed, can I keep the +7?
Thrown, I
Can I throw
believe.
two-handed?
If you're throwing it, I believe you have to use your dexterity modifier and your
Oh, that's a
proficiency
0.
bonus. You still get to add your proficiency bonus with it.
0.
No,
Dexterity.
your proficiency bonus is 5. So
Yeah.
what'd you roll on the die?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta roll.
2 rolls, take the lowest one, then add 5, and that'll get you your total.
8 + 5 is 13.
Unfortunately,
Math.
due to the heavy winds, the spear, as you throw it up, it just gets whisked away into the storm, and it just disappears into the village somewhere. That's
Oh my
that
God,
spear. You're gonna have to look for it to find that one.
Hopefully it's not protruding from, like,
Somewhere in the village, there's a 8-year-old. Ah, my shoulder! Where'd the spear come from?
Exactly what I was
So that was your movement, your bonus action, and your action, I believe. So at the
Yes.
end of Diana's turn,
I'm now done.
it's going to use its last legendary action to move up to its speed. And it's actually going to fly, like, swoop down and turn around and kind of get into this sort of arc around behind where Lachlan is. So now it's, like, just hovering over top of the ground. It goes around a couple buildings, and it's getting, like, Lachlan in its sights. It's kind of swooping in. So it's, like, basically on the ground about 30 feet away from Lachlan, kind of, like, gliding in. And that brings us to, actually, Lachlan. You're next.
All right. This thing is down at ground level now.
Ground
you
level,
say.
like hovering. It looks like it's gliding like right above the ground, and it's looking right at you with lightning crackling in its eyes.
I'm looking right at it. I don't have any. I'm just gonna grab one of my short swords, just normal short sword,
Okay.
and I'm gonna run at this thing. Ah! Stab it.
With- okay. Sure. So you're charging ahead with
and
it?
using that 20.
And using your net 20. You're just using a regular short sword?
I think that's all I can do because the dancing blade it's on its own, and I'm not attuned yet to the ice short sword.
Sorry, I should have given those to you last.
All right. Natural
No worries.
20. Yes, you will hit. And you can roll your damage as you charge and strike.
And I don't know how to figure out how to do this with a crit, but boom. What did I just do? Oh, okay, that would have been a hit, and then okay, so then the damage 22 sneak, 7 piercing, but then I also have to roll another 1d6 for the other. Oops. Roll
What gives you
1d6.
your sneak attack bonus on this?
That I am critting.
If you crit, does it
Wait,
give you
that's
sneak
not-
attack? I don't think crit gives you. I don't think it automatically gives you sneak attack, right? You have to have
I
either
been at battle, so I
advantage
forgot
or
how-
somebody within 5 feet, right?
Diana within 5 feet?
Diana's not within
No,
5
I think
feet.
it's just
Diana's behind him.
it's just
Wait a minute.
so I
Didn't it get hit by fairy fire?
No,
it
used a legendary.
legendary.
resistance.
Okay.
See, I do 8 damage.
So you do 8 damage to it.
Yeah.
And that is with a non-magical weapon, so it doesn't seem to do as much as you would have thought.
That's much. And then I'll use my bonus action to send in the dancing sword to hit us.
Okay, awesome. The dancing sword comes bobbing in and goes and makes a strike. Go ahead,
Yeah.
you can roll for it.
Does 14 hit?
14 is going to miss, unfortunately. So the dancing sword is
Guys, help!
too busy cha-cha-chaing to make the contact.
Enter.
End turn for Lachlan as he's standing right in front of this thing's face. Bringing us to you guys start to hear the shouts of individuals getting closer to you guys, and you can start to see out of the storm some silhouettes of people starting to appear. Looks like they're rushing through the rain towards you. It seems like maybe within the next round or so, some other people might be joining the fray. Ashlyn, you're up.
Can I understand any languages? It turns out that anytime I say any creature that can understand the language can understand what it's not whether they understand a certain language, it's that I can speak any language.
You can.
I understand all spoken
you
languages,
can.
and creatures can understand language.
Sure, you can.
Understand what they say.
But the
Okay.
other creature has to be able to understand any languages to be able to understand anything at all. And this creature doesn't have any languages that it can understand.
Okay, that was my question.
So
Okay.
that's the problem with this
Alright.
this trying to communicate with this. Is it has a
Okay.
zilch for languages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I would just. Yeah, I can run. I'm gonna run between. Can I flank it with Lachlan?
Yeah, you'd have the speed to do that. Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna take two swips at it.
All right. Make it with advantage for flanking.
First one I'm gonna do is my nat 20.
All right, nat 20. I was gonna say I thought you guys were gonna use those up here pretty soon. Looking at the clock.
So that'll be.
You bunch
It'll
of
be.
clock watchers.
Yeah. So that'll be 6 plus 6 plus 7. So 19 points of damage right there.
19 points of damage.
Yeah.
How do you
And
get
then
an
my.
odd number of dice?
No, 6 plus 6 plus 7.
Yeah, that's 3.
No, 7's my modifier.
Oh. It's confused.
Sorry. I rolled 6. And then.
Gotcha. And you're
so-
and
okay,
you make
then
a
I'm
second
gonna.
attack.
Yep.
Okay.
And this is advantage.
With advantage.
So. This is the first time this happened. I rolled a 19, which actually counts the crit again.
Oh, it does. It
Like-
does.
Oh.
Your
I
sword.
Nice.
forgot that it did that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love the sword. So much. That's whatever.
Very nice.
I'm gonna go home and get it. So 8 plus 2, that's 10 plus 7, so 17 for my second one.
17. Nice.
Then I'm gonna martial art it in the face
All right. A martial arts
for
attack.
a 26.
26 hits.
That's D plus 6, so that is 11 points of bludgeoning, magical bludgeoning.
11 magical bludgeoning. You are tearing this thing up.
Yes.
Now it is really not going to be happy with Ashlyn.
It's really not
No.
happy with Ashlyn. Is basically Ashlyn snuck up behind it with haste and just starts just elbows it as it shrieks in rage.
I'm sorry.
And you can hear like
I just want to
Lachlan
leave
in front of you. You
inside.
can hear thunder like crackling through this thing as it's standing there face to face with you. It's actually its turn, and on the start of its turn, it gets
Oh,
all
yeah.
of its legendary actions back.
Yeah.
And
Fun.
let's see if it recharges its ability. It does not.
Good.
Lachlan,
Yeah.
since you're closer to its face, it's gonna
Oh,
make
no.
2 attacks against you with its
Okay, I'll be fine.
thunderous slam.
Thunderous
So-
slam. Okay.
so-
Can it beat a 16?
We need to get you better armor,
Oh,
dude.
is that your armor? Is that seriously your armor class?
Yeah.
Okay, the only way it can miss you is a
We've
nat
been
1.
talking. We've been talking about getting you better armor
It has
for
a
a
plus
while
16
now.
bonus to hit on this.
Probably better looking armor.
It rolled a natural
Yeah, you look
1 on the
fancy as
first
fuck.
one. It rolled a nat 1 on the first one. Nat 1. I rolled that. But the second one was a
Nice.
5, but that still hits you. As it slams by,
Oh my God.
as it comes by, you get caught by the wing. You take 23 points of thunder damage as it rattles through
Okay.
you.
Okay.
And it
Only 13 on my normal.
and it does flyby, and it flies up about 50 feet high, above like right where Diana's chilling around. And that ends.
Okay.
Is flyby where it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks?
It doesn't
Is that
provoke
the-
opportunity attacks when it flies by you. Molfin,
Yeah.
we're back to you.
Okay, do I see, you said I don't see anything that looks like cells. Do I see stairs leading further down?
You see a hallway leading farther in.
But nothing leading further straight down?
You see floor below you.
Okay. So if no stairway, then Molfin's going to use movement towards the hallway.
Okay.
The hallway looks straight.
It curves, and then you can start to see some steps that go down.
Okay, how far down before it curves do I see the steps?
About like 10 feet ahead of you. Once you use your movement to get to that hall.
Okay, action dash.
Okay.
Follow the rest of out there to the stairs.
Okay. It looks like as the most you can get is about 3/4 away down the stairs, and then you can see it opens up into another chamber. But that's probably as much as you'll be able to see there.
Okay, then bonus action Misty Step to the bottom of the stairs to see what I see in the chamber.
Okay, as you appear in that chamber, it looks as if there are 4 braziers kind of in the corners of the room that are burning with some kind of... it's hard to tell with you being in an ethereal plane, but it looks like some type of flame that's burning in there. It looks like there are other individuals wearing those cloaks like Dorn's friends were wearing. It looks like it's some kind of table, and it looks like they're looking over some kind of parchments, big pieces of parchment and other things. And it looks like there's a door across from them and another opening that's portcullised to your left, about 30 feet away.
Okay. And does the door look like it's a cell door, like a regular door? Any sort of feeling I get on it?
Like a plain wooden door is what it looks like ahead of you.
Okay.
The portcullis is like the metal grating.
Did I see a doorway when I scryed on my wife or no?
You saw a room, you didn't see a door.
Okay.
The spell only focuses kind of like on the person and only about 10 feet around them.
Right.
So-
I just didn't know if I would have seen something like she was sitting in the corner by the door.
You
if I
could
would've
tell that the room was bigger, but you couldn't see a door.
looked. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
That's all Molfin can do at the moment.
all right, Callista, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna fly on top of this thing because I have 90 feet fly speed,
Okay, you can do that.
I'm jelly.
and I'm gonna try and slam twice and push it down to the ground, like I'm trying to slam it down.
Nice.
That's
I don't
cool.
know. I don't know what I can do, but I'll try it. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay. Make it with advantage.
All right. So that's
And Diana, be ready. You're on deck.
it's a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 hits.
Nice.
Hell yeah! There's my 8. Um. 13 damage for the first one.
13 damage. Nice.
Another dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
As the air elemental slams down on the back of its head.
15 damage for that one.
Nice.
Nice.
You see it kind of stumble
And I'm just
down.
staying on top of it.
It's kind of snarling. You can hear the thunder cracking within it as lightning seems to flash around it. At the end of your turn, it's going to use its one legendary action to move away from you without provoking. So it kind of flies out. And it swoops down, and it looks like it's like swooping down and making its way kind of behind where Diana is, about 30 feet behind Diana. And Lachlan and Ashlyn, you guys can both look over there, and you can see it kind of on the other side of Diana, kind of swooping in from the other side. It's trying to do whatever it can to get away from that dang air elemental that keeps on beating it. And Diana, it's your turn.
Are you muted?
I sure was. Does rain count as freestanding water? And also, how would you describe the volume of the rain?
Well, it's heavy rain. I wouldn't count rain. The rain falling isn't standing water. If there might be some puddles around. A puddle would count as standing water, I believe. Not the rain that's falling.
Aren't we at a lighthouse? Shouldn't there be a lot of water?
Yeah, is there like a body of water within 300 feet of me?
Yeah, on the other side of the lighthouse. There's an ocean.
That's convenient.
I'm trying to figure. Okay, for control water, there's only one thing, which is whirlpool, that seems to do any kind of damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. The thing is hovering right above me, right?
Well, it's hovering down. It looks like it's coming right at you, almost like it's like hovering on ground level. About 30 feet away from you.
Okay. Cool. 30 feet?
Yep.
Let me check something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, that wasn't right in my area of effect. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna back up 60. I'm gonna back up.
Okay.
To the door frame, and then I'm going to throw a fireball at. And,
okay.
If you're in the path, I'm sorry.
You can they're not anywhere close to it. So yeah, you can fire a fireball at it. It has to make a dexterity saving throw, I believe, against your DC.
Yes.
Oh.
And God help me, it doesn't use another legendary action.
It rolled a 14.
The save is an 18. It probably has a really high whatever.
No, that's what he got, like total. So it doesn't succeed. So it's gonna burn a legendary resistance and succeed instead. So it's gonna take half of your fireball damage. So it still does damage, but only half.
Alright, it's still 8d6. Okay.
Nice.
And the cube is the d6.
That's right. You got it.
Yes.
As fire
Okay.
blasts down below, seeming to consume this creature. It's swooping down towards the ground. Massive glow of light flashes throughout the village. Sauce is busy mathing.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
Twas a grand total of 33 points, so half
Nice.
of that.
Nice. Very
Wow.
nice. That's 16 points of fire
Half of
damage.
33. C. 16 points of damage.
Very good. As this fire erupts, you can see that it's starting to, the lightning is crackling within. You can see some of the wind is starting to die down of this creature a little bit. You can see some of the mass of clouds that seem to have formed, its serpentine-like body seem to be breaking apart and almost breaking off and just turning into fog and mist around it. It looks like it's showing some wear and tear, if anything like this could show wear and tear.
So fire good. Fire good. Okay.
That's the end of your turn, Diana?
Noted. 'Tis the end of my turn. Yes, thank you.
At the end of your turn, it's going to spend its 2 last legendary actions to fire a lightning bolt out of its mouth in the direction of Lachlan and Ashlyn, because they're kind of lined up back there where they were standing. It was originally trying to hit all 3 of you, but Diana moved out of the way. So I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws as this lightning comes crashing your direction.
Oh no!
But I don't know.
Hold on.
Oh wait, is this
Oh,
a magical effect?
You have a reliable talent, though, don't you?
Oh, and I'm proficient in Dex.
And you're-
I think it's reliable talents for skill checks. I don't think it's for
Yeah.
saving throws. I think
So I have 11. It's an 11. Find out one. It's an 11.
It's an 11. Okay. What'd you roll, Ashley?
1 plus 10.
Is this a spell or magical effect?
It's considered a magical effect. Yes.
Thank goodness.
Uh-huh.
Okay, 25.
25. You
'Cause I rolled a
succeed,
15,
and you have evasion, so you dive out of the way, and the lightning just zaps by you and hits a building behind. I believe, Lachlan, even though you fail, you just take half damage because of
They'll take
evasion.
half.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think that's how evasion works.
Yeah.
So you're going
Yeah.
to take
Yes,
half of 28 points of lightning damage. So you take 14 points of lightning damage as the lightning shocks through you. You
Okay.
almost get out of the way, but you're caught
Yeah.
by a couple of those things. And Lachlan, as you hit the ground, you're seeing this creature flying out. You start to see those silhouettes of individuals coming your way out of the village, and it looks like they're wielding crossbows and other swords and things of that nature. And that's where we're gonna end.
Uh-oh.
And that's where we're
Uh-oh.
gonna end tonight's episode of Kindred
No.
Lists. And we'll find out next week how the party manages the situation that they are currently in.